Welcome everyone to the Scurvy Seas. How are you guys doing? How's chat doing? How's that meatball taste?
Nice and barbecue-like.
Oh, man.
Very nice, very nice.
Bally and meaty.
A ball of meat.
I skipped lunch. I'm sorry, dinner.
I had a
happens.
To be here, so.
Just get a pizza forehead.
Don't mind me, chat, if I'm not paying attention to you guys. I'm finally picking my spells.
Yep.
It's had a full week.
Yeah, so
I've had
So
a
Mev
full...
has
This is
this
episode
problem.
12. This is episode 12. I've had longer than a week.
True.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
true.
yeah.
he's Mev has this problem, you see, where he doesn't like level up his character in like
At
any
all.
game
Ever.
we've played.
Shoot, reload, shoot,
Like,
reload. Well, I had fun
In
playing
Star
the
And
game.
then I-
Wars,
and then I
he
get
never did this.
What about in Skyrim, huh?
He might have in
Oh,
Skyrim,
Skyrim.
but I might have been holding everyone's hand a little more in Skyrim. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then I get all, like, butthurt about the fact
Yeah,
that I
it's
can't
like,
do
I can't
anything
do
during
anything.
fights.
I'm like, well, you could
Uh-huh.
if you leveled up.
You
If you level
choose
up the
not to do
character.
anything, Mev.
Yeah.
You are the problem, man.
So we're gonna focus on Mev learning spells today.
But I'm just
Verbal
gonna be doing it in the
people.
background. Oh wait, a ranger
he's-
gets
he's gonna be the
vicious
focus
mockery,
right now.
or are these just all
I don't think
spells?
that's a standard.
No, that's what
However-
the chat's gonna be doing to you.
Yeah.
Birb will teach him the ways
Here we go,
of
everyone.
magic.
It's the Mev choosing his spell show today.
Oh my god.
It's all you, Mev.
Oh,
The camera's gonna be specifically you until your spells are chosen.
No, can't do
no,
this.
The whole stream. The whole stream is Mev. The
No,
whole
nope.
stream.
Put it on me. Everyone can watch me eat meatballs.
Yeah.
No.
All right, it's back to normal.
Yeah. Back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
No, man.
Yeah, let me look up the. Oh yeah, if you look it up in this, it like has all the subclasses of ranger spells. That makes sense.
I looked up ranger spells by level, and it seems to bring up a list of every spell
Yeah,
ever.
I don't know why it just does that. It doesn't work anymore. Maybe there's a specific reason for it. But if you just Google ranger spells, then
Yeah.
Just go to do 5e D&D Beyond. Yeah, they have a full list of it for you.
Yep.
I like
So,
my
like,
stuff.
if you wanted, you can learn like how to heal people.
Eh.
You could.
Eh.
Eh.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Like alarm, animal friendship, to cure wounds, detect magic, fog
alright.
cloud. I remember fog cloud. Freaking,
that's what I
freaking
got.
tiger.
You know, that's what I got.
Freaking tiger.
It's
Good
Everyone
for you,
needs
buddy.
fog cloud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What Kayla has.
That's
Oh
what
man, I
got.
could ruin so many interactions with that.
Yeah. Why do you think I use it for?
I don't want to
Yeah.
step on Birb's. Birb's
You get
style,
Fog
though.
Cloud. I'll get Dagger Cloud.
I
We
mean,
just
there is a
all
spell
focus at
eventually
the
called
same
Cloud
time.
Kill, which sounds like Dagger Cloud,
Cloud,
really.
what?
Yeah.
Can I just get a murderous
Can I get
cloud of birds?
There's Stinking Cloud. That's another spell.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, honestly, Mev, if you can give me a reason why you would have
My
literally any spell, you don't have to specifically follow the ranger spells.
No, but I'll stick to ranger spells because too many options is the last thing I
Yeah,
need right now.
exactly.
Like I need focus of like these are
No,
your spells.
we want
pick
a
them.
40-minute beginning of stream that's just Mev picking spells.
Yep.
That's what we
What
want.
spell
Look
is
through
he going
every
to?
spell.
Every spell
Mhm.
ever.
Sounds
Every
like a
single one. We're gonna do a full D&D spell breakdown. We're not actually
Voiced
gonna
by
do
Matt.
that. We should probably get into the game.
I guess.
I
Well,
guess.
chat's a little upset that you don't have a beard right now, Mev. So.
It's still kind of
What
there.
spell can you have
It's just,
that
it's
gives you a
down to
beard?
gruff now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is there a beard growth spell? So
Prob-
chat,
I mean, there's
chat
you
stop
know,
being all hurt.
that one spell that everyone sleeps on because, but was it?
The hut?
I don't know which one.
No,
you're
no.
talking
It's that one really useful spell, like not spell. It's a cantrip.
about. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Well, yeah. That.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can grow you a beard. It can groom a beard rather nicely, though. I imagine. But yeah,
Ooh.
all that kind of good stuff. As you can see, Kayla ditched us again.
Captain's so upset that they locked themselves in their room.
Yeah, I wanted to be an
Yeah,
alligator
they're-
I
forever.
want to be an alligator.
You know how happy I was? Now
Oh,
I
never
only have
mind.
this stinking tail.
There is a specific spell called Cloud of Daggers, apparently.
What? There is?
There is.
I want it. Wait, what level? I want that soon.
I'm actually trying to like come up with now because I'm just trying to look at for spells and things I can use in a fight to make fights more interesting for me.
Makes sense. I know a lot of
So-
ranger ones are kind of utility based, so.
I'm trying to think of a good character justification to have the spell Spike Growth. The
Caltrops.
ground, the ground in a 20-foot radius, entered at a point within range, twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns.
Well, I know
The
what I'm
area-
getting at.
The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged and looks natural, and they have to actually the creature needs to make a wisdom check to see if they can recognize it.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
It's another one of those classic.
I think I
ranger
Know what I'm
remember.
getting at level 7.
I think I also remember Tiger having that one as well.
Yeah,
in
he
this
used to in like a
one.
battle and stopped a mammoth's advance. That was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Just a mammoth in the middle of a field, spikes all around it, like ow, ow, ow.
Yeah.
And
For
of
me,
course,
I've
I've-
been
I've
mostly
looked it
going
up.
for like the nature-ish spells.
Yeah,
healing as well.
and of course in traditional D&D, that's kind of the route with both druids and rangers. But
Yeah, true.
this is pirates and witchcraft and bird ladies. So
Bird
know.
ladies.
I've
I'm
looked
gonna
it up,
start fire on the ship.
and it's gonna be spicy. at level
Ooh,
7, I'll
animal
tell you that.
friendship. If I had learned that, Alex might still have an arm.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the piece of meat that was offered was his arm, so
Yeah.
So Alex was pretty insistent, like, nope, I
the
can
thing
handle
is,
this on my own.
if you still had pocket meat,
guys, I got this. Okay. Oh,
if you still had pocket meat,
We were
everything
all
would've
just
been
we
fine.
were all just standing there, not helping at all. We were just not.
At that point we were tired.
Yeah, we were all just tired of their crap. We were like, all right, go fight him if you want.
But I
Ooh.
suppose we could keep, talking about spells forever, or we could like get into the game.
True, we
I
could.
suppose.
What's chat
Yeah.
want?
Content.
So many of the ones I could use, Birb already has. I guess we have a lot of crossover of spells.
Yeah, rangers and druids kind of have that
Because I also have
crossover.
speak
Welcome
with
to the
animals,
D&D
fog
Rant
cloud.
podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, speak with animals. I could just like pretend Wiley's so drunk he thinks he could speak with animals.
Oh my god.
Prosciutto always knows what I'm saying.
Oh my god, you can talk to Prosciutto.
It's true.
You're so drunk you have conversations with Prosciutto.
Ah.
We can be nature buddies.
We killed enough time for me to finish my meatballs, but that was
nice.
nice.
Yes, but I suppose we'll get into it. So, previously
Sure.
on the Scurvy Seas, there was a situation. An elfin dropped through the ship, damaged the ship. Ship got, crumpled in. They beat a bunch of guys. Alexander turned into Alex Gator, and they sailed off to a port to find repairs, because this crew has been through a lot. After they made it to there, met up with some old friends and some new potential friends, meeting the Pirate King himself, Redford Twitch. He told them a little about the treasure that they had sort of happened upon, and how they may be able to unlock more of its secrets. So, they now have a mission to gather 3 keys. Take those keys to a specific place and find out what is in the depths of this dangerous treasure cave thing. So, they dug up some graves, fought each other, and some ghosts, and now have 2 of the 3 keys of which they need. So, they drag their friends back to the town and manage to get some rest.
And Alexander turned back into a poof person. So sad.
Yes, after taking sufficient amount of damage, the gator turned back into a human once again, Captain Alexander. And that is where we'll pick things up. You guys all made it back to the
Alexander
town.
fell into a slump of depression.
Oh yeah, yeah. Weren't they asleep?
Yep.
They were passed out. You guys were dragging them.
Yeah, so where'd you guys fall asleep? Did you go
I
back to
imagine
your
them-
ship or
That's
like
a
at
long
tavern?
walk.
I think we probably. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't
Did,
think we ever
did
got
we
that
have
far.
to? Did we have to carry Alexander 3 hours back to the tavern?
Up
I
to you.
think so.
I guess it also depends. Were the quarters damaged at all by my elephant?
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh God,
I mean, I think not, but
you think not, right?
I
Right.
think not. I mean, we've been
You'd hope
sitting in
not.
there for a while.
No, all of yours seem to be okay. But
So then
I
I
imagine that
suppose we would all be sleeping on the ship then if we didn't have to pay for. I don't know. Would we?
you do have
I
like
wouldn't mind.
massive amount of gold still.
We
Yeah,
could just
we'd-
sit at the tavern.
Listen,
Or,
That's true.
let's go to
we
the
have
inn.
an entire treasure trove. Okay. Now listen here, Wiley. Money is not an issue.
It is cursed,
Just
though.
you're right. You know, we've
But-
been. Yes.
But we don't like sharing our booty.
That is true,
We
but
are hoarders.
you know,
Oh,
you've
says the
have
hoarder.
you ever heard the saying,
Yeah, it's a
"Why
hoard.
make it if you can't enjoy spending it?" You know, sometimes you need to treat yourself, Captain. So
Yeah, true.
perhaps we should get the finest rooms at the finest inn in town, and
Live lavishly.
yes, a little bit at least, just a wee bit of lavish lifestyle.
Well, I mean, as long as I have my daggers on me, I'm fine. Wherever we sleep.
Okay, I guess I don't know if the inn tavern that we were already
They only
at.
had one room at that.
It only had one room, yeah.
Yeah,
There
didn't we
might
take?
be a dinner
Yeah,
around
didn't
here.
we go into the
We took-
owner's room
we took
essentially?
the owner's room.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a room for rent.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Is there
yeah,
an inn
so I have to
nearby?
go to a tavern.
There isn't a nearby.
An
You
inn.
managed to find it
Ah,
easily
Or we're
enough.
dragging him.
Like
Get some nice rooms. Slide your friend Alexander through the door.
through the door, it's like, can you wake up?
We don't even put him on a bed. We just leave him on the floor.
It's like I know I cast sleep on him, but geez, how long does that spell last?
It's a good
Yes, we would
question.
like 3 of your finest rooms, please, and you could probably give him a smaller one. As I point to Alexander, he probably wouldn't even notice.
Very well. How long you staying?
That's just
Um,
be safe and say a week.
Yes, but at least a couple of days. You see, we have
can
our
renew. We can renew if we.
our
not
ship
stay.
is in the middle of getting repaired, and whenever that's finished, I'm sure we'll be on our way.
Yes, we have a deal to handle once that's over. So we have important business.
Well, we only got 2 real nice rooms. Plenty others. One hasn't been cleaned, but
It's like,
Okay, well,
I
which-
looked at Wiley and I looked at Alexander and I go, all right, I'll take a room with Birb.
we got plenty of rooms. It's just if you want to find rooms, it's only 2 of them.
Okay, wonderful, great, cool.
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Is there
Yeah, we'll
in
take
the
the
nice
2
rooms? How many beds are there?
1,
Master size, like
like, real
king
big
size
beds
one.
here.
Oh, real big, cool, wonderful. That's great.
Captain-sized beds.
Oh, for a captain-sized person, I say as I'm 5'4".
Any other
There you
type
go.
of furniture, like a chair, I suppose, or
Yep, they
Alright.
got chairs.
and, how about like a couch, like a bigger chair?
Yeah, they got bigger chairs.
Bird's like,
Excellent.
I want a big bed.
I just elbow Wiley. I'm like, why are you asking so many questions?
Don't worry about it. I'm just being thorough, Captain. Yes, we'll take those, I suppose.
Sounds good.
Does
Birb's
this
like,
does this inn or is it like a tavern as well? Does it also have a bar?
Yes, it does.
Well,
No,
yeah,
Yeah.
at this point they would, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
guys-
can I also get a bottle of your finest rum?
Sure. He grabs it.
Birb leans over and she's like, I want a big bed.
Big bed.
Big bed. She needs to fit somehow.
It's like, yeah. And I like look at Birb. I'm like, don't worry, you can keep the whole bed. I don't actually need it.
Yep, so
I'm used to sleeping on the streets. It's fine. I'll take the couch.
you guys managed to get the keys to the room. Your bottle of rum. Anything else you guys are doing?
We're dragging
probably-
Alexander into
Yeah.
one of the rooms.
Yeah, you gotta drag him up 2 flights of stairs though, so.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
god.
jeez.
we drag him by the legs. That way,
We
it's,
didn't-
How
We
many,
gotta do
how
any
many
sort of
rooms did we
check.
get? How many rooms did we get? Just
2.
one or two?
2 lavish ones, 2 of the biggest ones.
Okay, so me and Devin are sharing, and Wiley and Captain are sharing.
Why do you think I was asking about the chairs?
Yep.
I'm putting Alexander on a couch or a big chair. I'm still gonna like try to make him as comfortable as possible, but I'm taking the
No,
whole
I'm like
big bed.
straight expecting to see one of his head and his arm just leaning off the off the couch, just like there you go.
Sounds
Because I'm
right.
assuming Alexander's just unconscious right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna imagine.
He'll never know. It's probably still the chairs are probably even nicer than the like
The floor.
whatever
that
hammock
he's
he
on.
has on the boat or whatever.
That's true.
True, maybe. I don't know. It's debatable, probably. Gonna
Alright.
wake up with like a sore back.
He can handle it. It's better than being dead.
You snooze, you lose. Birb.
I mean, literally.
Literally.
Oh.
This is the literal example of that phrase.
True. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, so
great.
you come into the rooms, they're real nice, got some carpets, windows, little balconies you can step out on. Some pretty nice rooms.
Yeah, everyone
Mirrors.
can see. I've grabbed like a bag from the ship. Like, I'm just carrying a satchel, like a big bag with me that obviously looks like it's full of very
Pointy
metallic objects.
Yes.
Yeah. Birb
No.
doesn't really have much. It's just the clothes on her back, like usual. And her stick.
Well, I guess once we get Alexander settled, Wiley would probably go down to the tavern and crack open the bottle he was given and start drinking.
Oh,
See if is there any other people in the bar? Like, how busy is it?
It's
Or am
actually
I the
pretty
older?
quiet. It's late at night at this point, so. After dragging Alexander back. There's a couple people just like chatting, playing card game in the corner.
Is there a bath here?
Nope.
Is there a way to shower? There's no way to shower here. I haven't had a shower in 3 months. The last shower I had actually was being in the water at that one island.
There was water.
There was water.
Oh gosh.
Are you at the bar with Wiley? Is either of you at the bar with Wiley, or are you just doing your own
I'm polishing my bag of daggers
Birb
in the
is
room.
thing? In the room.
I'm in the room polishing my bag of daggers.
Yeah, Birb's in the room, probably talking to Parrot, and sitting on the bed.
It's very comforting to hear.
Wiley's probably a little bit. He's a little bit almost upset that Alexander is unconscious because Alexander's probably the
Aw.
one person who would
No
be at the
drinking
bar with
buddy.
him.
No.
God, you just realized to yourself just how much.
Even though they like
Alexander-
kind of hate each other, it's like, well,
It's like
at least
what else
Alexander
kinda
would be here at the bar drinking with me.
Yeah. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky.
because you know, Edward doesn't drink, so
Hmm
he's not a very.
And
bar
Birb
goer,
just doesn't like you.
Yep.
Didn't have to say it like that. Gosh.
Poor Wiley. He just wants approval.
He means well.
But I'd say now a little saucier Wiley after a couple of drinks probably goes up and knocks on your guy's door to see what you guys are up to. Oh, hey, Captain. Hey, Birb.
I'm like on my 5th or 6th dagger, just immaculately shining it. I'm like, Wiley, hey, what are you doing? What's up?
Oh, you know what I always do, drinking. But
That's not sad.
bar seems a bit empty tonight, and just want to see what you're up to. Polishing daggers, I see.
Oh yes, also sharpening them because that seems to do wonders. Oh great, I saw you last. I saw you last time. You used the dagger.
I did. Still
You
trying
actually
to
hit
get the hand. Yes, I did. I'm getting better.
It was very wonderful to see it. It inspired me to polish more daggers. That's what it did.
Oh, I'm glad I could do that for you, Captain.
In case you ever need more, I always have a very steady supply of them. Also, did you find any daggers down there?
At the bar?
Yeah. It's a question
No,
from your captain.
can't say I was
Please answer
exactly.
it.
No, I did not. Can't say I was exactly.
Were you looking?
I was not looking, admittedly.
See,
Um,
that's where we need to improve on that, Wiley. We need
sure,
to
sure,
always
Captain.
Be
Yes,
looking
of course.
for sharp, pointy objects.
I've been meaning to ask you, Captain, and the Birb, I suppose you could chime in here too if you want. That Pirate King, Captain Twitch, I believe he was called.
Bedford Twitch, yes.
What did you think of him?
What did I think of him? He's a
Yes, I
legend.
was just wondering, after having a conversation with him and, getting into some business dealings with him, I was just wondering what your stance on the man was.
Well, I know I was very, I guess, adamant or like stonewally to him when we met him in person, but the guy's a legend. He killed the last one. That takes a lot of cojones to do. The
Yes,
Pirate
it
King, I should say.
does.
He killed the last Pirate King. So,
Seems like a pretty sweet deal he has going.
Oh, yes.
But Birb, you could probably relate. Do you know how many shinies he has? All pirates across the sea just given to him for free.
I knew he wouldn't give us 50-50 shares, but I swindled us into 40-60, so it's wonderful. So that's good. We're gonna have plenty. You know what 40% of a lot is? A lot.
Still a lot, I think.
Still a lot.
Yes.
He said the treasure was cursed.
Oh, we already knew that. I have voice in my head.
You do, yeah.
Would they know about that?
No,
I have a voice.
Did you just
told
told
him yet?
Yeah, did
I
you
don't
just
think I
tell-
told them
I don't
yet.
think
This
you
is me
did.
dropping it right now. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, I know
Oh.
it's cursed. I keep hearing voices.
Burb looks at him with like a sudden interest, very curious. And
Oh, it's our
do you
yes,
now?
captain. Yeah, it was our former captain.
her eyes like widen, like what?
Yeah.
It's up to you to share what business you want to of yours, Captain. But you think you might have shared that a little earlier? That the voice of our prior captain, who got
Well,
murdered
listen, you're almost
mysteriously,
always
is now
inebriated.
in your. True, that's true.
You're almost always inebriated. Alexander was a gator for a good bit of that. And Bird, I trust Birb, but Birb is Birb.
What is
Birb
that?
hears what Birb wants to hear. That's what I mean.
I mean, fair. You know what?
So who am I gonna tell?
I mean, sure, Alexander was a gator, but a trustworthy gator, don't you think? I mean, did you see how many English soldiers she ate that we threw off of board?
He sure did. He sure ate a lot.
Yes, I meant to actually bring that up as well. Is Alexander a cannibal now? Like, how does that work logistically?
Well, I guess that depends on if you view it as in the moment or like after the fact kind of thing. Because in the moment, no, he's not a cannibal because he wasn't a human when he ate them.
Outside the door, the tavern keeper's just sitting there listening intently to food.
This conversation, it wasn't a human when he ate them. It's like
He just leaves the tray of food out in front of the door and just backs away.
I guess really it comes down to the nature of like how curses work. Like if you're transformed into a gator, for example, under a curse
I mean, he
from a
did sleep with
crazy
a
witch lady in the middle of a swamp,
He
does
did
it
sleep
make
with a witch.
does it actually make you like a gator, or is it just a human in the guise of a gator?
You know, I'm very new to this whole thing too, so I don't know.
Well, I guess we should ask Alexander what his opinion on it
Listen,
is
my
when
forte
he
are
wakes up.
daggers. I don't know.
Birb looks at the Edward and like is like, what does the captain tell you?
The captain tells me that we need to not deal with the treasure at all. At any point in time.
Rounds out that.
But the captain's dead, so who's gonna listen to him?
It's like,
Okay, you know, this is going to sound crazy coming from me, and I don't really know or remember if this question came up, and if it hasn't, why it hasn't yet. But if we know, if we knowingly know, we know full well this treasure is cursed. You have the captain's voice in your head telling you not to go after it. Why are we still pursuing this treasure?
This is all an elaborate ruse.
peace, YOLO.
What does that even mean? That's all it... Are you suggesting it's a hoax? It's not really a curse? How do you explain
That's not what I'm saying, but I mean, yes, sure, we'll go with that.
Wait, what's a ruse? Who's rusing us?
We're
We
rusing.
do the rusing. I don't get rused.
See?
I ruse others.
I'm rusing you right now. Listen, Wiley, you've been drinking too much.
Look, drunk or sober, I think the question should still be asked. Why in the hell are we going after a cursed treasure? What is the curse?
Does the tavern hear? Does the tavern or like? Does he hear that
I
too?
yelled that loud.
Yeah, now there's like 4 people outside the door, like,
Bird
And
like
because
glares.
Wiley is drunk. He has no sense of like he should probably not be yelling this out loud.
Yeah, Bird's
Can I
glaring
cast
at
sleep
him.
on?
Oh my god.
sure.
You could try. Yeah, you could try.
I'm gonna cast sleep on Wiley. I'm like, calm. It's like, let's see.
Bird like
26.
Bird like
Oh,
shakes
God.
her head and like
Do
disappointed.
I gotta do some kind of save to try
Uh,
to?
Let's just, I don't know.
Make a Constitution save.
You know what?
I don't remember how
I'll
much
roll-
damage you took, but
He's fine. I was about to say I was gonna roll a d20 and see if he rolls against it, like a challenge roll kind of thing.
yeah, I was kind of making like a fake version of that with that 26 roll. But yeah, he did a good con save.
He's fine.
Yep.
I'm gonna take half of that, so it would have been a 13. So yeah, if he's
Reasonable.
Ooh, okay. So you're fine. You're just like, what are you doing?
Why would this be a good? Yeah. Is anybody else getting tired? Sorry, I got a little winded there from yelling. I think I apologize for getting so upset. No, but seriously, why are we doing this?
You only live once.
I mean,
Is
what
that
else are
what
we?
YOLO means? Is that one of those acrobats?
She
The
nods.
thing is, Wiley, the only reason I'm still doing this is I am at most peace. I'm the happiest when I'm risking everything.
I kind of awkwardly laugh, look over to Birb, like, I think the captain's crazy kind of look.
This
Yeah,
this guy that you've known for so long that only smiles. Now you're thinking he's crazy. He's
it's all
obsessed with
connected
daggers.
in Willie's head.
He's obsessed, and you're drunk. How is this connecting? Why are you drunk?
I think like all the things Wiley is just so sort of like out of it a lot of times, but that's the first time that laugh
plus-
was probably the first time Edward ever did something that actually creeped Wiley out a little bit. And he's just like, "Oh, that was a weird laugh."
Yeah. Birb just like
And
looks
plus,
at Wiley and shrugs. Got nothing better to do.
Okay, do we even know what we're risking here? Do we even know what the curse is? What it does?
We could
We're
die.
gonna be zombie pirates for the rest of our lives? Because
That could be
actually
cool.
That
Fun.
could actually be kind of cool.
Would that be like immortality, technically?
Sort of. I mean, it's like an undead sort of thing. But
If
it's
that's like
sort of
with-
also an unalive kind of thing, I believe, too.
Could I be
I
a
mean, what? I mean, let's just list the positives and the negatives. What are the downfalls of being a zombie?
We're dead.
No rum.
What do you mean, no rum?
Can't taste rum.
You can't taste rum. Does it even get you drunk?
I don't think you can get drunk as a zombie.
Okay, we can't get this curse. We need to avoid this curse at all cost. We can't do this.
Wiley, we don't even know if that's what the curse does.
That's exactly my point, Captain. It could be that. It could be even worse.
It could be a curse of always being drunk.
Well, I hadn't considered that possibility either.
Burb's like, I don't want that curse.
Wait, so I could always be drunk, but without the rum. Could I get more drunk with the rum? Because I kind of
We'd have to test
like
that.
the rum at this point.
No one likes rum for the taste.
What are you talking about?
Not our rum, at least. It's like this is as someone who doesn't like rum or any alcohol. So
Another funny joke,
Edward.
Captain. I do feel sort of in retrospect we might have clarified with that Captain Twitch exactly what this curse does. He seemed to be a little more knowledgeable on the subject.
Burb.
True, he might. He
He
might
said-
know exactly what it is.
Now,
He mentioned it before.
do you remember that ship I swam to when we first came into port?
Oh, yes.
Small world. Turns out that was Captain Twitch's ship. I recognized him when we ran into him in the pub,
Hmm.
in the tavern. Luckily I wasn't seen on there, but
Well, thank goodness.
perhaps we should go talk to that captain and clarify what this curse exactly entails.
Burb
Sounds like a
like
good idea.
shakes her head because he did mention it.
Did he tell us the specifics of what the curse did? And
No, he said like if you take the treasure, danger follows you. or
yeah,
something.
he was very vague
Yeah,
and
it was
cryptic.
very
Right?
vague.
Like,
Something
we
like that, yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
we legitimately don't
He
know. what
definitely didn't heavily describe it to
Yeah,
you.
we could probably ask him what's up with it.
Yeah, ship's still getting repaired.
We could
so-
update him too, because we already got the next key, so we could update him
True.
on it. Maybe since he sees promise in us, and I'm this main character. Maybe if he sees that we have promise in getting this treasure, he's more willing to share some information.
Hmm.
Or perhaps.
Maybe we're more capable than he gives us credit for.
Burb shrugs. Anyway, good night. And she she gets under the covers and she lays on the bed, totally ignoring the rest.
Good
It's
night.
like, I looked at
Good night.
Wiley. I'm like, don't you have a room via? Don't you have a room to share with a certain?
Right. He's still out cold. I suppose shall we go talk to that captain in the morning then?
Well, I assume the Redford Twitch isn't very welcoming at this time of night. It's pretty late.
Probably not.
So yeah.
Anyway, good night. Good night, Birb.
No response.
No response.
Right. He just walks out of the room.
Good night, Wiley.
Can you roll a acrobatics check for me, Wiley? With disadvantage because
Oh,
of your
yeah,
current
right.
condition.
Isn't there food outside the door as
Yeah,
well?
there's no food.
Oh no.
Okay.
Please fall on your face.
Usually he's really good at these acrobatics rolls. Maybe it's
I
disadvantage
have a-
because he's
I have
drunk.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, but with that
Yeah.
though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
Even
put
with
your
the...
foot down and there's a bowl of soup out there that like tips and starts spinning around, but you manage to pick your foot up before going, toe deep into some chowder.
Graceful.
Toe chowder, my
Very,
favorite.
very graceful.
Very graceful.
And then as I get back to the room,
Edward watches.
You
he's
also
like,
see
"Oh,
what seems
well."
to be a 10-year-old kid just with his ear pressed up against the wall, just his eyes go wide as he sees you.
It's like,
oh hello, little one.
Our conversation.
it's like you're cursed, and then run.
Oh hello, little one. Are you listening to us?
No?
I know you're lying, and you know what that means. You have the curse now too.
What?
Now get out of here.
No. How do I cure the curse?
God.
I'm
It's
gonna
easy.
eat
You go outside and you
people!
swallow some sand.
I eat people.
You have to go swallow some sand.
Wanted to scare the kid.
Yeah, he just runs away screaming, I'm gonna be a cannibal!
Wiley sort of laughs to himself.
Imagine if he did.
And now Edward's slightly weirded out at Wiley. Like he's like, oh, that's creepy.
Imagine if that kid did grow up to be a cannibal. That'd be a twist.
Oh, God.
He just goes home, well, this is what I gotta do now.
I guess that's what I'm doing. Oh my god. That's terrible.
Sorry, Mom and Dad!
No! No! That's terrible.
Who eats his own parents?
He said I didn't specify on the curse!
Before we leave the island, we have to see that kid again. Be like, oh, the curse is lifted. Oh, my parents are dead.
Oh, okay.
What did you do, child?
I don't know. It wasn't me, I was cursed! I was cursed!
I was cursed. It's like,
You're
Just
not-
put a hand on his shoulder. You were never cursed. What?
no. You
Okay,
did
why-
that of your own.
Anyway,
Want to join our crew?
Wiley goes back to his room. He takes Alexander. Actually, no, I have him in like a chair.
He's like on a futon right now.
Okay, I take Alexander's jacket and I put it over him like a blanket, and then I go take the big comfortable bed by myself.
Can you make a perception check at disadvantage?
Oh, sure. That's that.
That's always a good sign.
Can only mean good things.
Oh yeah, always
Yeah.
just.
You only make perception checks when
Mhm.
nothing's happening to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? You go, you take that coat, put it right over Captain Alexander. Looking nice and cozy.
Yep. And I get into my bed and go to sleep. Pass out, kind of drunk, face down.
Okay, that's always a good sign.
Oh yeah, it's always a great sign.
Alright.
I went and picked up the food that was outside the door because I wasn't asleep yet. And I saw him stumble.
Yeah. A little bit that spilled on the tray, but it's mostly good.
I'm like, oh, toe chowder. My favorite.
Yep.
Oh, so I'll have a nice little wonderful thing to eat before sleep. That's always what we're supposed to do, right? That's a healthy thing to do before you go to sleep.
It's probably the nicest thing Birb's ever slept on.
Mhm. I need to put weight on. I'm only 5'4". Come on.
That's not a weight.
I know. I'm very skinny.
Like wait to hide.
I'm dagger thin.
Dagger thin.
Just wake up after you saying you were dagger thin.
Yeah.
I mean, Birb's pretty like skinny if like you remove the cloak.
And by the way, it wouldn't be toe soup, Devin, because I avoided stepping in the soup.
No, they already put toes in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's just
It
terrible.
didn't need my toes. Got it.
It did
But it's
everything.
not. It's not people toes. It's
Yeah, that'd be weird.
It's animal toes.
Mhm.
Duh. Come on.
Oh,
It's pig toes.
Pig.
You want pig's feet?
Yeah. No. Pig toes.
Never had pig's feet before.
I've had pickled pig's feet.
Yeah. It's the most
Odd.
common way that they're eaten, I suppose. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, you all sleep and eventually wake up.
I sleep on that lovely little couch there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next to my daggers, I'm holding like 4 of them, like my children, in my arms.
Yep. You all get a very nice rest.
I wake up. Is Alexander still sleeping on the futon?
No. Alexander is standing, looking in the mirror. And
Good morning.
Captain Alexander turns towards you, and their entire head is that of an alligator's head.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just
He opens his mouth and just hisses at you.
yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. That's weird.
Takes his one good arm and points at it.
Yes, I see it. I see the head. I know. Is it? Does your neck hurt holding up that big ugly head? You know what? Wait right here. Let me get the captain and see what he thinks about this. And I don't even knock. I burst into their room.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's
If they're
awake.
not awake already.
Eddie's
they
awake.
probably are now. Captain! Birb!
I point a dagger at, like, instinctively at the door. I'm like, what? Oh. Why are
You've
they?
got to come see this.
What do we? What? I'm sorry. What?
You know what? It's funnier if I don't explain it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Just come and look at
Okay.
this.
Okay. All right.
Birb, you coming?
Birb sits up in the bed, looks at you both, and then lays back down in the bed.
Upstairs yourself. And I run.
follow.
I'm like dragging him by the arm almost because he's half
Like,
asleep. Like, come on.
Wiley.
We get into my room and I just point at Alex Gator.
It's like at this point, I don't even have my hat on. I have like comfortable clothing. I'm like, what is it?
Yeah, you see Alexander trying to one-handed
Alexander?
wrap a blanket around his head like a bandana, but it's a gator head and it's one hand.
Alexander, is that you?
It's just Alexander.
Looks towards
Who
you,
else?
beady gator eyes.
No, it's another person we know that turned into an alligator. Of course it's Alexander!
I swear I didn't drink anything. What is?
Nope,
What?
I'm sober. I'm sober as well, and I'm seeing this also. It seems he's sort of in like a half state now, where he's like half alligator. Wait, what if it goes the other way? What if he has like the alligator body with an Alexander head?
Oh no! You just like, and he's holding his head, and his head is like, I don't want to think about that.
We don't have to listen to him talk with this one. I think I like this combination better.
You see Captain Alexander like checking himself for a tail,
Speaking of tail,
taking his boots off, looking for claws. Nothing.
Everything else is kind of completely human.
Well,
it's a,
if it's
just
not, he's
a-
not telling you about it.
Okay,
that's one way to put it. It's like, okay,
now,
all right.
it was one thing walking around with an alligator, because people just thought we were weirdos.
No,
This-
people are gonna think we're
we can't-
freaks.
No, we can't go out. We can't explain this. We're gonna get accused of witchcraft.
Birb walks in the room at that moment, by the way.
Yep. Birb, look at this.
Birb looks at like Alex.
You see the gator trying to like drink out of a thing to get some rum, and it's just cumbersome.
It's like you can't suck. It's really weird.
She
You
looks.
don't have lips. You don't have lips as an alligator.
She's like. She has this really weird, confused look on her face, like, what the hell? And she just walks back out the door. She's like, I'm not dealing with this. This is dumb. She goes to find Parrot, who she left in the room.
Well, maybe we could make this a good situation. Who knows?
How could we make this a good situation? What good could come out of this? Alex
Where's
Gator,
the? We
Alex
could be
Gator
infamous.
leave this room right now.
We could be infamous as the crew with a half gator, half human pirate.
I suppose.
We
Well,
have to make sure no one kills him. But I mean,
Alex, how do you feel about staying in this room until we figure things out? I'm sure you understand that walking around with a gator head and a human body would probably draw some unnecessary attention we don't want right now.
He begins walking towards the door.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what Alex did do.
Where
This is
are
what
you
we're
gonna go? Where are you going?
how is he gonna tell you?
Exactly. You don't even have some place to go. You're just doing that to spite me just because I asked. Yep, I do it. Okay.
So I ask Alexander, do you mind holding back for a little bit? We don't want to, cause an issue, right? We don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Birb walks in the room.
Goes
I'll
and
give you rum.
Sits
With,
on a chair. Goes to put his head on his hands. Realizes he only has one hand and just.
What? Why did
I'll get you
agree
rum.
when he asked? He literally said the same exact thing that I did. What's the difference? You know what? That doesn't matter.
I'll get you some rum, and I go to reach for Wiley's rum.
Okay, get his own rum, Ken. Okay.
It's like I would, but I'd have to go downstairs. You can get more rum. At least you have
I got an idea. Okay. You know what? We'll talk to the guy downstairs. We'll have several bottles of rum delivered up to the room, Alex. Is that better? Will that keep you occupied?
We'll even send food.
Okay.
It's like, do you have an appetite for like raw things right now, or is it cooked things? Because I don't know what half gator means in appetite.
What about human flesh? Do you want to eat other humans, Alex?
Okay,
Good.
We were just having that conversation last night about cannibalism for some
That does
reason.
answer some questions for us, actually. Yes.
Would it
Good.
be cannibalism if you're half gator? Birb's
That is the question.
By the way, with a parrot on her shoulder.
Well, you are quite resourceful, Alex. Oh, okay, I think he's gonna be okay. We should
All right.
probably talk
We're
to
gonna go ask Redford Twitch a few things.
Yes, we're gonna find out more about this cursed treasure.
Hold down the
Cursed
house,
booty,
I should
if
say.
you will.
Hold down the room, the fort. Yeah, like that. Okay, wonderful. And I turn around and I walk out the door.
Same. I guess as
On
we
the way
go
down.
downstairs, passing the innkeeper or whatever, I would maybe plop down enough money on the table, which is more than enough to cover what I'm asking for.
Mhm.
Just be like, could you deliver 3 bottles of rum up to the my captain's room?
suite.
And, yes, just leave them outside. Don't go inside the room. Just you can leave them outside, and this should cover that. And he just takes a couple of coins and just
Sure.
plops them down on the table.
Okay.
If you hear gator noises, don't worry about that.
What?
I said don't worry about that.
He said nothing. Don't worry about it. He's still a little drunk from last night.
All right.
That's a little bit of the pot calling the kettle black.
Okay. I drag the captain out the door real quick. Captain,
Don't drag me. I'm the one that drags you.
Yeah, I know, Captain, but you can't just be mentioning.
Well, you know he's gonna make noises in there.
He wasn't even thinking about alligators until you mentioned the alligators, and now all he's
Well,
thinking
people are
about
going to
is
hear
alligators.
Like, shh. We're not outside of the tavern yet.
Oh, is he still looking at us?
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like Wiley.
Oh,
This is why I do the dragging.
oh, hi. Did you hear all of what we were just saying?
I
You
just
sure
put my
you
hand
still want
on
those
his belt
bottles?
and just start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes. Definitely bring the bottles up there.
All right.
Oh no.
Now, and Wiley just kind of smiles and nods awkwardly and walks away. Walks out.
Oh god.
To a very like, not condescending, but like just hands on hips kind of Edward, just like, this cocked head.
And we see
As we're
Alexander
walking-
slowly open up the door, stick a little gator head out both ways, like look side to side, and then just chomp on the bottle and retract into the room. As a scared 10-year-old child is just staring like, the curse.
The curse.
Oh my god.
The gator's coming for me.
As we're walking, but okay, Captain. I admit, perhaps my dragging skills are lacking, but
We need to work on your yelling. We need to work on that.
that's true. I do lack a little social awareness sometimes. This I do admit, Captain. But
And you wonder why Birb likes to keep a wide berth around you because you blast their eardrums out with your speech.
what? But are you saying Birb thinks I'm obnoxious?
Yes.
Look, I'm not going to change, being Captain.
Standing right there.
I am who I am.
I'm not
it's
sure.
just-
No, I know. We're all a
if we,
big,
you know-
happy family, aren't we?
If we just think about that situation right there, Captain, I don't think that innkeeper was even thinking about alligators until you brought up alligators.
It's okay. We just had to put the idea in his head. That way, when he hears it, it's not like a surprise to him. He's just like, oh yeah. We got to play some mental mind games with him.
Oh, are you playing some sort of like...
I've never
Oh.
played chess before, but I would love to learn. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, almost as if the game of chess were like multi-dimensional.
Oh.
I don't
More
even know
than
what
three
that means.
dimensions?
It's a thing I
4D
heard some guy
chess?
in the tavern say one
Ah.
time. It just sounded like a fancy word.
That sounds like you're gonna need something higher than 70 IQ points for. I don't know if I have that.
Yes, I know. It's like if there were dimensions and several of them, like even like 3, or like 4.
You can drink rum in 4 dimensions?
I don't. You know what? It was a weird night, and looking back on it, it was all kind of fuzzy. But I can assure you, when the guy at the tavern was explaining it, it all made so much sense at the time. Anyway, I guess I think we're getting close to the port. Do we see the ship?
Yeah, you see the ship still in the same place you left it. You also see Dave coming running towards you.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
What news do you have? From the crew?
You know, everyone's still doing their thing, but could we talk about this in private? There's a problem.
Problem?
Mm-hmm. Just like
What
Is it
sort
a
of
monetary problem?
no, not monetary. Just if like
Is it a daggertary problem?
no, it's not a dagger.
You know how
problem.
you know how I'm very serious about daggertary problems.
Yeah, it's if we could talk about it without those two, it would probably be great. It's not a
Okay.
big deal, you know. It's just
Herb
Okay.
gives a bit of a small glare.
Okay. We'll go off to the side here. You guys wait here just a second. And I take Dave and I like scoot off like to the side, like what is it? What's going on?
Instantly, just real quick as they do
Yeah.
that, Wiley instantly sort of mumbles to Birb, "I don't like being left out of the loop," and he wants to try to sneak in a way where he can try to eavesdrop on the conversation if he can.
sure. I'll say make a stealth check. See how
Birb-
close you're confident getting.
Yeah, Birb's a little annoyed that Dave was the one to tell her to stay away from the conversation. She's like, Dave.
Yeah, you feel like there's some stuff you could sit behind, get a good listen in on what's going on.
I'll be right back, Birb. And I just sort of tiptoe over to behind a couple of barrels.
Do I
Try to
challenge
listen
that
in.
or something? Do I notice him trying
Sure,
to come up?
make
or-
a perception check.
Let's see. Ah, he's a bit too sneaky for me.
Yeah, so Dave just looks over to you.
For my lower stature, it's hard for me to get a better vantage
Yeah, the
point.
angle, it's like something's perfectly blocking it. So. But yeah, Dave just says, okay, I don't know how to say this, but the pig's gone.
The pig is gone.
We don't know where the
Prosciutto is
pig, we don't know
gone.
where, yeah, Prosciutto went.
Prosciutto's missing.
Oh
Do I hear
no.
How am I
this
going?
from our-
How am I going to break the news
Do I
to?
hear this clearly?
You come up as he says, how am I going to break the news?
How am I going to break the news to Wiley?
I was just gonna say from behind a barrel. If I heard this clearly,
Yup.
just hear, what?
Oh. And I just go.
What do you mean, Prosciutto's gone?
No,
Where
no,
did he go?
no.
What did you do with him?
This is why
Birb walks
I'm
over.
sorry, this is why I wanted it to be private.
I have
I'm
my
sorry,
spit
I-
out drawn on Dave.
Whoa! Okay, man.
I pull out my
Take it
dagger.
easy,
I
man.
pull out my dagger and I point it at Wiley. I'm like, don't.
Birb
He's just trying to
stands-
get. He's trying to let us know.
Yeah, Birb walks over and like stands in front of Dave and glares at Wiley like, no, bad.
Wiley is unfazed by both Edward and Birb. He's not. They're not. He's tunnel visioned on Dave. What did you do to him?
Look, I noticed he wasn't there. Look, we all were asleep. You know, everything was fine. This morning, I went to put a bowl of water out for him, like you usually do, I think. Or
It's usually rum, but
you feed the pig rum,
he does.
and he wasn't there. He didn't come running. He's not by your. He's not there.
Is dagger okay?
Dagger's fine.
But the pig is missing.
The pig's gone. And he might just be
Well-
misplaced. I don't know.
Look,
Well-
Prosciutto would not just run off on his own. So either this man is lying, or he's an idiot.
Dave doesn't want
Or wait, maybe. Third option. Maybe he has scurvy, and it's gotten into his brain.
Oh man, I don't have
Tell-
scurvy, man.
Tell me, how has your citrus intake been for the past couple of months?
It's been great. It's been fine.
Or how many limes a day? Be honest.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have. It's like mixed in with the water and the food. I don't eat several limes a day, but
I knew it! He has scurvy! And I point the gun at him again.
I thought the crowd was supposed to handle that.
Birb takes her stick and tries to bonk him on the head. Not like to hurt, but just like a
Ow! Okay, fine.
I like put my hand out. I'm like, lower the gun.
Maybe.
I know you're emotional right now, Wiley.
she's like, stop threatening Dave.
I got emotional, Dave. I apologize.
We didn't
I
eat your
can't-
pig or anything. It's.
Wait! Why would you even suggest? I wasn't even suggesting you ate the
well,
pig.
you seem very angry. I'm sorry.
Wait. Wait, did you eat the pig?
No, I did
you
not eat the pig.
prosciutto? I know
Birb,
prosciutto sounds delicious, but
You
I
know
can
it's against
assure
my
you-
religion.
what's your
Okay,
religion?
I did not. know
Okay,
that,
fair.
actually, and I suppose that rules out that possibility. I didn't mean to be offensive about your religious beliefs, Dave.
I would never.
What's
Okay,
We're on
now-
he's
now
on a
that
strict
I'm-
fish
now
diet.
that I'm a little calmer, I suppose.
We all know Dave is on a fish diet.
Prosciutto does have a tendency to wander off on his own every once in a while when he gets bored or when he hasn't had rum. Maybe he went looking for rum. He might have gone looking for rum. Was there any rum on the? Did any of you keep his rum bowl filled?
Put water in it.
You what?
Yeah, we probably
Put
should
the
have.
gun out again for-
We probably should have prefaced this.
Put water in it, man. It's a pet bowl.
Oh God! You can't. He doesn't. He's a pirate pig, for Christ's sakes. He drinks rum. It's what he drinks.
Okay, that sounds not very productive. But
It's like, okay, all right, we'll look for we will look for prosciutto. We might have to pay a visit to Shay real quick. See how the ship repairs are going. See if he's not pickpocketing things from the ship. I would think he isn't because he's a friend of mine, but
why would he steal a pig? Would that mean it's
been
pig
a while
pocketing?
since- it's pig pocketing.
That was a good one, Dave. I might
Thanks.
not kill you now.
Should I be concerned?
No, why would you be
It's
concerned?
Wiley.
You're
It's
gonna
Wiley.
die.
There's no need to be concerned. It's just Wiley. He only
Okay.
conspired to kill our past captain. He didn't actually do it.
That's true. That is true. I never followed through with it. Contrary to what some people believe.
Okay.
Captain here hears the old captain in his head.
Oh,
What?
Alexander has a gator for a head now.
What?
If we're spilling all kinds of things.
Ah, just kidding, Dave. We're just trying to, it was a joke. We're
We're trying to make you laugh.
Yeah.
I hear
Okay.
ghosts.
Burb looks
He
very
has-
unconfused.
It was
Gator
like the
head.
joke you just told. We're all telling jokes now, right?
We have a pig to find. And a
Yeah,
pirate
we-
king to talk to. Oh yeah, by the way, we met Redford Twitch.
It's cool.
It was pretty cool actually. We're working for him now. Thought we should know since you work for us. Oh,
What's
me.
the matter, Dave? You look a little bit nervous now.
You pointed a gun at me 3 times.
I guess technically if you break it down.
I mean, he points a gun at a couple people.
I do that all the time, like several times a day. But, I mean,
Sometimes he forgets to reload it
if you
too.
want to split hairs, I suppose it was 3 times. But it was all under the umbrella of one situation. So all
Wiley,
I
did you
do is
reload
I
after your
only
last
pointed
shot?
a gun at you once.
Wiley, did you reload after your last shot on that pistol? Or have you just been waving around an empty pistol?
I hold the gun up, pointed at Dave, pull the trigger, and it clicks, and nothing happens. Oh no, I did it.
It's like, see, he wasn't even pointing a loaded gun at you.
But I love how instead of checking it, I pointed at Dave to check it.
Can I go back to the crew now?
Burb,
Of course.
Burb gives him like a little pat on the head, like they're there. and just,
Oh,
just,
one
go
big
back,
happy family.
just go back with the others. I give Wiley another
Okay,
smack.
He like backs up towards the ship at first.
As he's backing up, Burb gives Wiley another smack on the head with her stick, with the scowl on her face. Like, are you serious?
What? I thought he ate prosciutto.
She like mega like she's like glaring at him like.
You would do twice as worse if you thought someone even went near your Burb's nest. So don't give me your attitude, Burb.
We might need to check that. Someone might have gone up to your Burb's nest.
Oh yeah. What if he went in your Burb's nest? Then what? Then what? Would
I mean,
you
your
do?
Burb's nest was broken, right? It was because it fell in. Remember, we had to pick everything up
No,
from the
Did
elephant.
that mast come down?
the mast did not come down. It got
No,
shot
but-
a couple of times, but that was
Yeah,
it.
when you had originally found the British soldiers, they
fixed
had
that.
picked clean all the riches of the nest.
Yeah, I put that. I put
Yeah,
that back.
that's right.
I put all the riches back and stuff.
Yeah. So
My
as he's walking away, also Wiley just sort of smiles. See you later, Dave.
Who finally turns around and speed walks back to the ship.
It's like
And
who is Dave?
it's like I couldn't imagine you being a captain. As I just say to Wiley.
what are you talking about? It's like the alligator thing with the innkeeper. Sometimes the best thing to do is to control people with fear. Plant that little seed in their head, and you can manipulate them in the future.
I mean, not when they were already trusting parts of the crew. Maybe if they were, pawn pieces like that tavern.
But for all I know, Dave is a pig eater and a monster.
It's against his religion.
It's against his religion.
I didn't know that. I mean, now I know that, but at the time...
Even I knew that. Come on, you have to take time to know your crewmates.
Do I, though?
Yes.
Dave's her favorite. Dave's
What
her
happened?
roommate. Don't threaten Dave.
Well, listen. Alexander's the navigator. I was thinking about making the quartermaster, but not when the quartermaster, threatens. The crew is supposed to be in it for the, the betterment of the crew.
He's gonna be the quartermaster. He's dead.
I know.
There's more
Quartermaster
than
died,
one
so
way.
we still have an open. Don't we still have an open position for quartermaster?
Captain, have you ever heard the phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat?
No, because we don't have cats.
You've never heard that saying, though?
No.
Well, I have heard that saying. And
Why are you
I've
skinning
also
cats?
I've skinned
Are
a
you
few
actually good with a
cats
knife?
that day, and let me tell you, that phrase is true. There is more than one way to skin a cat. But
Would you know how to do
me,
that, though, since you're very bad with a knife?
Interestingly enough, it's a little easier to skin them when they're already dead.
I'm
I
not
think-
going to question it.
I think it's the pressure of the moment. But anyway, the
Not when I
meaning
see
of
an
that
actual
phrase-
cat in
of
Kaylee's
that
camera.
phrase- It's not literal, Cap.
What's a cat?
The meaning of that phrase is
My cat
He was
is
by the window earlier.
He was by the window.
there's more
walked
than
away.
one way to reach a same conclusion. So there's more than one way to demand respect from the crew. You can do it with kindness. You can do it with fear. I actually think you're a good captain, because whether you know it or not, I feel
Would you
like
skin this cat?
would
Would you? Would you skin this cat? Birb picks up
Well,
a
no,
random
it's still
cat.
alive. He wouldn't. He wouldn't be able to kill it. He wouldn't be able to kill it.
No,
Birb picks up a random cat on the floor and just
Wiley wouldn't hesitate to skin your cat. Because Wiley is a freaking pirate, and he's kind of a jerk. So I don't think he would hesitate.
It's like,
Mev
like you
would
think-
never skin a cat. I think that's awful.
my poor
I could
cat.
it's like Wiley. Wiley, you respect me as a captain? What? Do you think I'm scary?
You know,
Do you think I? Are you
it's
scared
not-
of me?
it's not like an overt like, "Blah, I'm scary." It's subtle, which I like. I like your style, Captain.
It's like I'll be
You're like-
nice. I can be
like-
nice. I can play the part of a very benevolent captain, but mess with my crew.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you are going to have more dagger wounds in you than they can recognize.
Even Dave, if I think he's a pig eater.
Oh no! If Dave actually ate your pig, I would probably stab him 47 times.
Oh, that's a specific number, and probably like, I don't know, 44 to 45 too many stab wounds, like more than you'd need. But I appreciate.
He'd probably die by the.
Your...
He'd probably die by the 21st one, but I'd keep going.
hmm
Got to test the sharpness on all of my blades. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. I guess I thoroughly freaked out Dave. I suppose moving on. No harm done.
Well, it's
Should
better
we
than
go talk to,
demanding dismemberment. Of course, it's completely fine.
Should we?
yes, we're gonna.
Should we go talk to what's his face?
We can talk to Redford Twitch, but then we'll stop by Shay's workshop, shipyard,
Oh,
and
to
see.
progress and ask
Yeah.
about if they've seen a pig in their work.
They might have.
So yeah, I guess we head to their ship.
Alright.
We're not trying to be sneaky, I guess, or anything like that. We're trying to we're not trying to sneak
Mhm.
up onto the ship. We're going to talk to the guy like legitimately. So
Parlay.
At this point, everything's relatively close because you're both there to get your ships repaired, and so like all your destinations you're trying to achieve are pretty close together. Easy
Actually,
enough
right next to each other, pretty much.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we'll go
alright.
to the ship. It's like,
Wait, this is Shay's shipyard. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I suppose because my point is we're not trying to be stealthy. So if there's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
any of their crew guarding the walkway up to their ship or whatever, we approach them and say we'd like to talk
Mhm.
to your captain, please.
And guy leans down. What business do you have with the captain?
Oh, business. We have business with him.
Who
And
are
that
you?
business is none of yours. Just tell the captain that
The Dagger King.
Captain Edward Dunford Longbottom is here to see him. He'll know who we are.
Alright. Oh, now. Alright.
Yes, right now,
Preferably.
please. Yeah, we
Captain, there's someone with a long bottom. And yeah, he goes to get the captain.
Someone with a long bottom is here. 4 long bottoms are here to see you. It's like I didn't call for. I didn't have a booty call going out. I don't remember looking for any long bottoms.
Nice crewmate he's got there, right, Captain? Not exactly the sharpest dagger in the bag.
Oh yes, yeah. No, he looks pretty dull.
Trying to tell a relatable joke to Edward.
It almost reminds me of your dagger.
Guy comes back.
Oh,
leans over
I'm
the
sorry.
edge.
That was a lot more real than I meant for it to be. Sorry, Wiley. Oh.
Yeah, the captain will speak with you.
Okay.
Come on up.
And I like pass by him.
Yep.
And all that.
Guys.
Can I use my mage hand to see if he has a dagger on him that I can pickpocket?
Absolutely. Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Okay. I have a plus
He does
9.
have a dagger.
He does, man. Oof.
Let's see.
I'd like mentally check. I'm like, good to know. Good to know. I'll come back for you.
He like feels his dagger move and like reaches for it. Looks around.
Like Edward's got his head facing the other direction, like he's not even looking. He's like, "What was that?"
Yeah, so he's just confused. But yeah, you guys walk in. It's a pretty big ship, larger than yours. Bunch of cannons on either side. You know, it seems to be kept quite cleaner, in fact, as well. But I guess that's not
Than
really
ours?
hard to achieve.
Kept cleaner than ours because ours has a hole in it.
Yeah. But you do see several bits, especially like by the railings and some of the gun ports where there's just like
Ornamental stuff.
cannon holes.
Oh.
Yeah, ornamental cannon holes. Where
Okay.
just like they've been blasted and splintered to pieces. But you also see some dock workers kind of trying to repair as much of that as they can.
Oh.
And yeah, you're led over to what seems to be the captain's quarters. So, you know, this big double door, you know, painted to look all nice. He opens it up. And inside, so cozy.
It's like, man, this looks better than mine.
Mm-hmm. And there's just like, you know, fine furs and different cloths all around. And just like a table right in the middle.
You're a very
grapes.
vain person, right?
He does seem to have a lot of nice things.
You know, Captain Redford, Redford Twitch. I didn't take you for a vain person, but you do like your vanity, don't you? I just say casually as I walk in. 5'4" guy walking through. But like the hat makes it like 3 inches taller, so it's like just up there.
What kind of business do you have with me?
And I was like, oh well, you know. I hold up the other key that we said we were going to recover. Well, we made some progress, I can tell you that much.
You and your crew seem to work fast.
Yes, we decided to go yesterday actually, and got it in the same day. No casualties either, so it's a fun venture, really.
Did the ghosts come and spook you?
Oh, so you knew about those?
Figured it would be something that you could handle.
Oh, no, there was no problem whatsoever. None of us ran. There was no terrifying screeches. No one got possessed. I'm being sarcastic right now, but I mean, it wasn't, at the end of the day, any problem, at least.
Very well.
So, we came to ask you, since you now know that we are worth our medal, what do you know about this curse? Pirate King.
You want to know about the curse?
Well, we know a fair bit, but we'd like to know what you know. It would help us.
I think what the
fulfill.
captain is saying is before we venture any further into this endeavor, we need to know what's at risk.
You know how many times we've come across someone or something saying not to meddle with the curse? Kind of want some reassurance of what this curse even is.
This curse is danger. Many things. When we first went for the treasure, we got one of the keys. But as we were sailing away, there were terrible things in the water. As you may imagine, the Kraken itself came to swallow us whole.
The Kraken?
I mean, we
As
did
far
have a
as
run
we
in.
know, this curse sort of gives all dangerous sea creatures your scent. And they'll come after you.
We
So
already
it,
got attacked by sea creatures before.
so it
We did
doesn't
have a run in.
make you drunk all the time, because that's what I was sort of hoping for.
I don't know what the full extent of the curse is, but
Wait, out of character. Didn't we get attacked before we even got the
By
treasure?
a land
yeah.
turtle, and then the land turtle got attacked by a kraken.
oh yeah.
we didn't even have the treasure. We got
We had
attacked
the
by
map.
Mm-hmm.
is the map cursed? This is a good question. It might be. Anyway, back
But
here.
does he know that we have a map?
This
Is
is
the question.
basically in Sea of Thieves when you pick up that certain treasure that makes you a target on the map for everybody else on the map when you pick it up. That whatever that's called.
Something like that.
Reaper's chest.
Oh
Mm.
man.
This is that.
But for
and-
sea
but
monsters.
for sea monsters.
The
It makes you a
sea
target.
purse chest.
A target for all sea monsters.
I mean,
Oh gosh.
the only thing we've really been getting attacked by is Navy soldiers.
Which Wiley's fine with.
Yeah.
Sea creatures, on the other hand. Have you ever seen a merman before? They're
You got
freaky and weird looking.
Attacked by
Oh
them.
yes, they are very, very vicious. Actually, those mer
course.
people. Don't mess with them. They throw spears, tridents.
I dated a mer
Oh.
woman once.
How?
Oh, how
She
was
didn't
it?
try dragging you down into the depths.
Oh, she did. Lovely
Oh.
time.
Right.
Did you get your sea lungs?
No.
Oh, you escaped. Cool, wonderful. I was about to say, how are you here?
But she did. He just holds up a knife.
Ah, do you have her trophy somewhere, hung up on your rack? I know you have quite a collection here.
No, I don't hang pieces of ex-girlfriends on me wall.
Shame. I do.
That's a very normal answer, actually. I think most people would relate to not hanging pieces of their ex-girlfriends on the walls. Most people don't do that. So that's all pretty much all you know about the curse, huh?
Indeed. He takes a little bit of a sip from his cup, then pours it in a bowl and puts it on the ground. Prosciutto comes running in.
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto, what
Ah,
are you doing here?
Drink up, Bartholomew.
What? Who is Bartholomew? That's not Bartholomew. That's Prosciutto.
I named the pig Bartholomew.
You can't name the pig Bartholomew, because his name was already Prosciutto.
And why was Prosciutto walking around on my ship?
probably because he's a nosy little idiot. I say, looking
Don't you
direct-
call Bartholomew an idiot.
His name, I already told you, his name was not Bartholomew. His name is Prosciutto. He's my best friend, and he was probably just being nosy.
Your best friend is a pig.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Who's your best friend?
Holds up the knife again. I.
My best friend
Bartholomew.
is Garrett.
A king does not have time for trivial friendships.
Well, that's just sad. You're a
Oh,
sad little
so you wouldn't mind Prosciutto coming back with me, then?
He seems to like it here.
Oh, does he? Well, he liked it on our ship as well. How about, you know what? We'll let Prosciutto decide. I'll go on one end of the room, you go on the other, and he'll decide which way he wants to go to. And get that rum up off the floor! No cheating!
Very well. If this is the game you want to play.
Or, or we could do this another way. You give me a bowl of rum, we both put one down on the floor, and see whose bowl he goes for.
The first way will do just fine.
Okay. So I go to the other side of the room. Is he sat sort of on one side of the room again?
He steps over to the other side.
Edward sat down by this point. He's just leaning back in the chair. Just,
Now, Prosciutto, who would you rather come with, buddy?
He takes the cup of rum and just spills a little on his shoes.
Ooh, can I roll to see if I notice him doing it?
He does it pretty openly.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yep. Doesn't seem to be hiding it. Splashes
Wiley-
across his boots.
Wiley, without breaking eye contact with Captain Twitch, pulls a bottle of rum out of his inside pocket, cracks it open, and just starts glug, 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 just pouring it on the floor.
At that moment, I was gonna roll, but Prosciutto comes running at that.
Oh, look! I think Prosciutto's made his decision.
and I'm like, well, pirates think like pirates think, don't they?
Birb shakes her head. This is so stupid.
You spilled the rum on me floor.
You thought he.
Oh, look at that! I did. Oh, geez, that was that was an accident. I'm sorry, but clumsy me. My apologies. How could I ever repay you?
Get out.
With a pig.
Right, will do. And I walk right out of his quarters, I suppose. Captain's quarters. Is that where we are?
Edward's still sitting there in one of his chairs. Is like, what a guy, honestly.
Does Prosciutto follow me?
He does.
You
Okay.
smell like rum, of course he will.
Birb like looks at Parrot. I'm so glad we're not like that.
You need to show your crew more discipline.
I look down. I'm like, yeah, I do, don't I?
Don't worry.
Well,
I'll do it for you.
they won't be that way forever. Once this curse kicks in, I just say, like, with a smile on my face.
You always have a smile on your face.
Just this one's an even wider smile.
The smile widens.
Yeah, Birb's just been standing by like the wall, just like waiting for Edward.
It's like,
Still,
yeah,
An example should be made.
Yes.
Sees that man outside.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and some of the crewmates begin walking towards you, Wiley.
Who, me? And I pull my gun out at the closest one to me. What you doing there? Get back.
Following orders.
I look over. I'm like Redford. I'm like, and I'm just like, is this necessary? Really?
I have a new order for you.
Don't
Back
worry.
up before you get a bullet between
We won't
your
hurt
eyes.
him. Badly.
Like, I kind of need him in one piece.
One piece I
He's
shall be.
he's a very valiant member of my crew, and he's very staunch, worthy, and very.
So Wiley
He's part of my family, basically.
Wiley probably doesn't like jump to the conclusion, jump to like shooting somebody, but if they try to grab him, he's gonna try to struggle.
Okay. And yeah, I think one of them reaches for your gun. And
I don't want to let him have it.
all right. He just kind of holds it, tries to keep it pointed away from him, obviously. Would you like to try to keep it pointed at him?
Yes.
All right. Give me a strength roll.
Oh my god.
Just a strength roll,
Yeah,
not a
it's a roll.
saving throw, right?
So yeah, he rips it out of your hand.
Oh, that's a bad.
That's a terrible.
Woo.
Uh-huh.
That is my gun. You'll never get that. Oh, you already took it. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Wiley, did you load it?
Teach him a lesson, boys.
I want to punch the guy who stole my gun in the face if I can. If
Okay.
I have enough time to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. You just grab your gun. You can use your other hand. Yeah, you hit him in the face. Roll another strength check. See how that does.
Can I pickpocket Redford Twitch for a dagger?
While this is going on.
Yeah, you're going like...
While this is going on, I'm sitting down. I'm right next to him. I'm just like,
Imagine I spawned in a bird cloud as this was going on.
So, Wiley, I guess, would say, as he takes the gun, "Joke's on you! It's not even loaded!" And I punch him in the face, and I assume because of my thing, he probably just takes the shot, looks back at me, and completely unaffected.
oh god.
My roll was pretty bad.
Yeah, so I think as you're trying to take a dagger from him, he just looks over to you.
I whip my hand back. I'm like, sorry, you had something on you.
I'm sure.
It looked like a fly. It really looked like. I'm sorry.
Would you like
know,
to
it
join
looked-
your crewmate out there?
I mean, I was going out there at one point anyway. I mean, I have to go that way to leave.
Yeah, and I think the guy who took your gun just like does the thing in movies where he puts it next to your head and fires the trigger. But us in the audience all know it's not loaded.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I thought I said I needed him in one piece. Please don't do that.
I think
Wally would be
yeah,
in
some
a
people
clip.
come towards you with ropes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
And I get up. I'm like, all right, okay.
I'm
Or-
trying to fight them off, because Wiley's a wily little
Uh-huh.
guy.
All right,
He's a wily little guy.
make a another strength check.
Oh, I did a saving throw.
That's fine. It's
Pretty much the same.
probably be considered a saving throw, to be honest.
Also true.
They're gonna come try to grab you.
Uh,
Yeah, and so yeah, your arms are kind of tied around your body, and a rope swings around your legs.
Let go of me! I am Wiley of the... What's the name of our ship again?
The
Scurvy
sea star, the
Sea
Scurvy Sea Star.
Of the Scurvy Seas, and I will not be treated this way!
Send him up in the riggings.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
What are the riggins?
one of them hoists a rope, and that set of ropes tied to your legs tugs, and you are pulled upwards.
I was like, I walk outside. I'm like, oh
Bird
no.
follows Edward. Like,
I was like, what am I going to do? I mean, we're on his ship.
Bird
That is
like,
true. I'm fighting back because I don't like people coming
Like,
back.
I'm like, I don't want them to like
The group going into full
take
con-
all of us. I don't-
Bird like looks over at like Edward and like gives him a questioning glance while like having like little sparkles
I-
come for him.
I give you one of these, Bird. I'm just,
She's like, "You're the captain."
I am.
She looks back at.
I think almost, even though Edward's actually always really nice to Wiley, I bet there's a part of him, and I know there's a part of Birb who just wants to see how this plays out for Wiley.
Yeah.
I really kind of do. Let's be honest. I'm just like, I mean, I can't. What can I do? Honestly, I can't even. If I cut him down, they'll put me up there with him.
Meanwhile, he's swinging
It's best he
around
suffers
up
by himself.
by the sails, just swinging around.
Bird's
tied to a
like
rope.
trying to think, like I could, Birb, you know, Birb cloud it, but you know.
You guys see as another guy walks up, he has this like big stick in his hand. He's just like practicing swinging it like a baseball player, and then just hits this sack of flour that's on deck and just.
It's like that's a waste of flour.
Random question.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking, not for any reason in particular.
Sure.
Am I tied up in such a way that I can't reach into my inner pocket right now?
Both hands are behind your back. What?
Oh no, actually, I
assume it-
envisioned that his arms were just tied around his side. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, you might be able to pull something off here.
Oh my God! You.
I
Oh
want to see if
no!
there's a particular
Oh.
elephant trinket in my pocket I can reach.
no!
All right,
you're gonna say that.
This is
Oh.
very much sleight of hand to see if you can maneuver your tied up arms in a way to get this out of your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this is gonna end.
Yeah, you slip your hand into the pocket and you know to keep that thing, at the ready, of course.
Of course.
You feel the marble elephant idol.
Oh, hold on. I gotta. Where's it at? Where's it at?
I'm just gonna yell out,
I'm like, I don't know, man.
Captain!
What?
If you don't convince him in the next 10 seconds to cut me down, I'm gonna do a thing!
I'm gonna do
Can
a
I?
perception check.
Can I
do an
persuade?
insight- Can I do a vibe check
gonna-
if I know what I think I know what he's gonna do?
Sure.
Let's see if I think I can figure out what he's gonna do.
Ooh.
This
He's wily. He could do anything in this position.
Yeah.
is
I'm like, Wiley, I know you're suffering. I get it. We needed prosciutto back. Twitch.
Have you ever
Buddy,
seen the game Piñata?
I have actually. I have.
perfect
There's
for
no need
stick.
to hit him. with a
Lower
stick.
him down.
Oh no, he's gonna get piñataed. Birb pulls out her stick and holds it out to Edward like,
Is he
"Do you wanna
lowering
Could
down
I
to
just-
let me down or lowering me down to it at a convenient pinata level?
Oh, you're lowered to Piñata level. Will you do anything as you're slowly being lowered?
Oh, it's like Edward takes off the necklace around his neck and he's like, "What if I give you a trade?
Ooh.
Wiley's well-being for this lovely trinket."
Hmm. He holds his hand out.
Drop it in his hands.
He looks at it. I already told you he'd be fine. And he chucks the necklace over the edge of the ship into the water.
All right, it's your ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's your ship, and it doesn't matter if there's a hole in it, does there?
Can I like summon an animal to go get that necklace for me? I want that necklace.
Yeah, you see the big guy who was swinging a stick put a blindfold on and
Oh,
pick the
no.
stick back up.
But what? So, well, they're all distracted with, Wiley. I'm gonna conjure an animal to go fetch that necklace out of the water for me.
Okay.
Now, I'm just gonna say this ahead of time.
Sure.
It's gonna ruin the surprise a little bit, but I just want to explain just so we know what Wiley's plan is.
Yeah.
Wiley is gonna throw this thing down on the ground the first second he gets hit. So it's almost like that's their piñata prize. That's what a giant elephant that puts a huge hole in their deck. So Wiley is waiting for the first moment that he gets hit, and he's got Terry in hand.
Yeah, so you see this big guy walk towards you blindfolded with a stick in hand.
Oh no.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, buddy.
I wouldn't do it either if I were you.
He's right. He has a point. Use the blade.
Oh
I
no.
thought
And
you
a
said
man
he was going to
passes
be
him
fine.
like a katana of some sort.
What?
It's like I look over to Twitch. I'm like, I thought you said he'd be
Shing.
fine.
I did. Do you not trust me?
Well, you're not really trusting us, are you?
Hmm.
I'm telling you that this isn't going to end well, and you're not trusting me with that. This is going to end bad for both of us, it seems.
3, 2, 1. So yeah, he yells out 3, 2, 1. You see this guy with the sword just goes swinging.
Does he hit?
He cuts the rope,
He cuts the rope.
and
Wiley.
you plummet to the ground. Wiley.
Almost to the ground. Ah!
That's one way to do it. While they're all distracted with that, can I like try and sneakily summon an animal to go grab me that necklace that he threw over the edge?
Sure.
And Wiley, thinking he
I walk
sort of
over.
kinda understands the situation here, probably stands up, dusts himself off, quietly sort of pockets the elephant charm and says, "Appreciate it, Captain Twitch. I do apologize again for disrespecting you on your ship. Your point is taken."
Now get your stinking pig and get out of here.
Right. Gonna get prosciutto and go
Yep.
proceed to leave the ship.
So, what do you envision? What kind of animals you envision? You kind of want here. You want like the spell says, you know, one large beast, a bunch of small beasts. What are we feeling here? What's your goal?
Probably like obviously for like just something that can like just grab the necklace, because the moment they do get the necklace to her, she's just gonna like back. Because because she doesn't think Parrot would be able to like go into the water and grab it. So she's like, oh, these creatures probably wouldn't have much problem because, you know, they're spirits.
Yeah. So I think you cast a spell and suddenly a troop of ducks swims up.
Yeah, ducks.
Ah,
Yeah, I get
Ocean ducks, my favorite. Well, I should
I
say,
get my
yeah,
ocean
island ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my island ducks will go and fetch me the necklace.
Yeah, and so just in a little line, they run up and like they look at you.
I like go fetch the necklace, my ducks.
My ducks.
my ducks.
Now the problem is they're ducks. They're not very smart.
But
They can
it is
try.
it's fine. It's like it's not like the
As
worst.
long as they try.
As long as they try, you know. If they don't, like, I guess it's okay. I can try and find it myself. How shallow is this water?
Oh,
I mean, it's a docked, so I mean,
Dock.
Yeah, so it's no more than like 20 feet deep, I suppose.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm gonna roll for ducks.
Yeah.
what do I roll for duck? Oh god, that's gotta be a quote. What do I roll for ducks?
Let's see how their diving expedition goes.
Pelican. I could get a pelican.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
One of the
A bunch-
ducks.
Yeah, ducks and one pelican.
One of the ducks dives down, and he comes up with a necklace in his mouth.
I'm
Oh.
like, I give the duck a happy little clap.
Oh, that's the happiest I've seen Birb.
Birb is very pleased with her ducks.
Yep.
She's so proud of
The
them.
ducks all start swimming around in a little circle.
Oh,
Edward notices. He's like, "Aw."
Birb's very happy about the ducks. Very pleased. Birb leaves the ship and
Yeah.
goes to go over to the ducks.
Everyone just kind of looks at you, or some people are like laughing in the background as you guys all leave the ship.
It's like I stop at the wall, the gangplank. Yeah, the gangplank.
Mhm.
I stop at it. I turned around and looked back at Redford Twitch and I said, "Remember what I said about it ending badly for all of us? I look silly, don't I? I still have a lot to learn, it seems.
No.
Thank you for your
harm
guidance.
done.
Of course, we're all in this together." And I just slowly back up facing away from the gangplank. I just walk down the gangplank, just staring him in the eyes.
Nearly trip at one point. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
It's like, whoa.
Fall into the water, land on a duck.
Oh no. Just when I thought Birb couldn't hate me.
What did you do?
No, he didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
So I guess when Wiley left, he probably left and started walking towards our ship, but not like in a huge rush. So there's a chance, I guess, that they could catch up to me. Like, I don't want to go approach the ship guy without the captain, but I did want to kind of get away from their ship.
Yep. Prosciutto tags along.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed the necklace, and can the ducks just follow me?
Yep. They follow in a line.
Yay!
8 ducks. Just
Birb's happy
trooping
with,
behind you.
Just
Birb's happy with the little ducklings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, duck mama with her ducklings. Oh.
Birb, look, this is probably the happiest you've ever seen Birb.
Birb is a proud mama.
Birb is like, I have ducks.
I have ducks. I have done it.
Birb's favorite things: shinies and birds.
And birds.
And birds.
Yep.
She's very
Wonderful.
happy.
How long do these ducks last?
Probably not very long, but
Up to an hour.
yeah, up to an
Up
hour. I
to
get
an
ducks.
hour,
I get
wow.
ducks for an hour. Hell yeah!
An hour of duck.
I have
Wow.
an hour of duck.
Solid
That's
duck
the episode
time.
title.
Solid duck time.
An hour of.
An
Oh, that's.
duck time.
That is going. Please tell me that's going to be the title of the episode
Oh,
when
yeah.
it goes on YouTube.
It
An
almost
hour
seems
of duck.
like, you know, like the Chinese New Year, I think it is, like the year of the
Exactly.
tiger.
The duck.
Like
It
the
sounds-
hour of the
It
duck.
has a like romantic ring to it, but we all know what happened here today.
Hour of duck.
For all those who are watching the VOD, you know.
You know.
You were here. Okay. Oh, all right. So we're going to meet Che. See how repairs are going. It's only been like 2 days, I bet, right?
I suppose you would see me back up on the way. You'd probably link up with
Yeah.
me because I
You
was
guys are all
slowly...
out in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing Wiley says is who reaches out of Birb and Edward? Which one of you reaches, gets within Wiley's like peripheral first?
Probably Birb because Birb is big.
True. Birb is bigger.
Without even looking at you, Birb, just still sort of looking straight ahead. I'm going to kill that captain.
Birb looks at him and gives him a little shrug. I get
He embarrassed me. Nobody hangs me up from the riggings. You know, my brother did that to me once. Once. Keeps walking.
The ducks all peek their heads out in terror.
Birb glares at Wiley and gives lowers down and gives the ducks a pat. Like, shh, don't worry, it's okay. He won't hurt you.
I was like, I hear Wiley. It's like, what did you say?
I'm going to kill that captain. Nobody
scoff.
does that to me.
I scoff and I laugh.
What? You don't think I could do it? I could
no.
do it.
No, Wiley. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh, so we're kind of on the same page. Okay, that's cool.
No, well, I guess it's for a separate reason. You know what I said before we went to the ship? If anyone hurts my crew,
Oh right, yes, I did say
and
that.
they
You did say that. You know,
face the
something- a
consequences.
thought was going through my head as I was hanging there, Captain. Was 47 stab wounds with a dagger is what I kept thinking. I don't know why that number kept popping in my head.
I even said to him, right as they were about to take the swing, this is going to end badly for both of us. Because I was getting ready to stab him.
I was about to do my elephant thing. We're all
Oh, that's
aware
what you were
that I was
doing.
about to do that, right? Yes.
No,
I
actually, I didn't know that. Was it what you were about to do?
Well, you see, those two idiots that tied me up don't know their knots at all, which is just embarrassing. I mean, yeah, he had a fancy captain's quarters or whatever. There was nice trinkets and the decorations all over
Oh,
the
and
place.
if so what, he had a girlfriend who was a
Oh
No,
yeah, I
woman.
have a girlfriend. Girls like me, but you know what you don't have? A crew that can tie knots. That's what you don't have.
That's what really matters.
So I was able to get my little trinket out of my pocket, and
Speaking of that, Wiley, how good can you tie a knot?
Oh, what? Well, me personally.
I nod my head.
Well, you see, the rest of our crew is actually really good at that, so I never really have to tie knots. So I'm sort of out of practice. But if I had
So
to,
what you're saying, Wiley, is that you're not very good.
Actually, that is what I'm saying. Wait a second. Did you just? I turned to Birb. Did he just?
And you just
I
see him smiling.
I scoff in disgust and keep walking towards our ship. Just walk away. You know, you're a nice guy, Captain, but you're also one of the most evil monsters that I've ever known.
Oh, I'm so glad you think so.
I think that's why
That way,
I like you.
it's so easy for me to be that way, so that no one else has to. Someone has to be the monster.
Fair. And yeah, I guess we keep walking towards the ship then.
Yep.
Hmm.
Prosciutto begins following the ducks.
Aw. Does Prosciutto think he's a duck?
Got my-
Is he? Has he had his? He's had enough rum to think he's a duck.
Oh, he's had more than his usual.
Is
right
there
now.
something I
He's
can roll
alive.
for Prosciutto to know that just so we know
What is
as the audience in Prosciutto's mind if he thinks he's a duck right now? He's so drunk.
What kind of roll?
Roll
Roll
kind
that
of
d20,
roll is
and
that?
the lower it is, the more he thinks he's a duck.
Perfect.
Oh God.
Not that it has any pertinence on the story.
Yeah, I think it's important.
I think it's a thing we want to
Ugh.
know. Oh no,
Mm.
he just likes the ducks. He doesn't think.
Oh man, I really wanted to hear a pig quack. Whack. Quack.
I now have a ninth duckling.
Yep.
God, you now have.
Oh, and
9
also as we're walking, Wiley's like, "Oh yeah," and he loads his flintlock.
His
real quick. He loads his
It's
weapon.
like I even brought it up to you, Wiley.
True, but did you see when that idiot crewmate shot the flintlock right next to my ear? That is where a situation where it wound up being advantageous that I
But
did not have
Wiley-
my weapon loaded.
But Wiley, the advantages of having a loaded weapon way outweigh the disadvantages of not having a loaded weapon.
Debatable. Probably correct, but still debate.
In
I
our
can
line
still-
of
that
work.
doesn't stop me from debating it, even if you're probably right.
In our line of work, you know how it is. Ugh, man. Where is Shay?
Yeah,
I
guess
thought he'd be
over
working
here.
on the ship. Oh, hey! Hey, Shay.
You're like 10 feet away from me this whole time.
Sorry. Look, you know how I am being short with a hat on? It kind of limits my peripheral vision.
And
don't
Wiley
like to talk about
very sort of accusatory tone because he hasn't met this guy yet, right?
Sure. Yeah,
So looks him up and down. You're the one who's working on our ship. How have you been treating her? He kind of leans in.
I haven't touched her.
Everything's
What?
been going toward. I'm assuming everything has been going towards fixing
Yeah.
Pirate King Twitch's ship. You did say we had 2 in front of me.
Fix him up. Get him out of here. Then you.
Ah, so you got done with the other one before him. Okay, cool. That's great. So
Yep.
progress has been made, just not on our ship.
Let me just ask: is there any sort of, I don't know, extra price that could be paid that could maybe bump us up in line ahead of Twitchy McGee over there?
Was that you dangling from the rigging?
It was him.
No, maybe.
Yeah, I don't want to cross him.
I don't blame you.
No, that's not what it looked like. You see, I had him exactly where I wanted him. It was
Oh.
all part of my clever
see.
ruse.
He must be some sort of super genius.
See, I can ruse too, Captain. I turned.
Oh,
towards
you're doing a
Edward.
great job at rusing, by the way, Wiley.
Best ruser. Such a good ruser.
Keep going. I want to see more ruses from you in the future, Wiley.
What was your plan to show him who's boss?
Well,
I want to hear this too.
you ever play poker?
Sure.
So you're familiar with the phrase, don't always show your whole hand.
Sure.
Let's just say, I'm going to refuse to answer that question because I like playing my cards close to the vest and not always showing my whole hand.
Wow.
Totally wasn't going to unleash a magical elephant trinket on his deck that would do similar damage to what you see on our ship. Wasn't going to do that if that's what you were thinking.
No, I'm more of a fan of Othello and, Mancala.
Because that'd be ridiculous. Who can do that?
Right.
Right.
See why you keep this one aboard.
Yes. We keep him aboard for his brains.
I'm like a crude jester. We just make fun of him.
Oh, we accommodate for it, so, How do you think I keep this smile? And for as long as Shay's known me, it's like, you always smile. It's like,
Yep, exactly.
It's like, yes, you're right.
Okay, so we understand we're in line, but we did just, it's been a couple of days. We just wanted to
This is why
see
I like
if everything's still on schedule.
Yeah, of course, it's always going to be on schedule with Shay. Shay's reliable. That's why I always come back to Shay for this. It's always good. You can always rely on him. He's fair.
Just trying to get the job done.
And,
Yeah,
it's always good, safe to check too. You never know. Sometimes
I wanted to make sure
things
my
happen.
crew had some faith. You know what I mean? I have to make sure that they know
No,
who's fixing it.
sometimes
Of course.
unforeseen complications arise or things outside of our control that can cause delays. Just want to make sure that, nothing like that happened because we are on a bit of a time schedule.
And I just say like, oh yes, and if Wiley here pulls a gun on you, just stay calm. He'll put it away. It's most likely not loaded, most of the time. Even though I watched him just load it, and I was like,
It's
most
loaded
of the
right
time
now, and I pull it out and shoot it into the sky.
Is it now?
It's very, very
No, it's not.
impressive. Actually, yeah, he has a point. It's not loaded.
Yeah, it's not loaded right now. See, he
No,
is a jester.
I did reload it.
You just fired it.
Well, no, yeah.
No, it's not loaded.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I was gonna say, after I shoot the gun, I definitely do not reload it and put it back into my holster or whatever.
That's great. Oh, we have a great time around here. You know my crew is.
Yeah,
I keep a company of people who make me smile. But
well,
yes.
I'm gonna get back to work. Get this
Okay.
thing out of here as soon as possible.
Yes.
If you,
The sooner he's out of here, the less we have to worry about our necks.
yeah, just be careful with that one.
Of course, no.
That's
we
how he
keep
treats you when he
careful eyes on
likes
this
you.
one. Yes.
So-
Oh, well, you should see Alexander.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, then, check. We'll see you in a week's time.
So what you're saying, just to clarify, if you didn't have his ship to fix right now, ours would be next in line.
He finishes drinking
That's
out
exactly
of the
what
cup,
he
hands
said.
you the empty cup, and walks away.
Right, I'll take that as a yes. Okay.
I was like, free cup.
You know what we need to do, right? And he turns both to Birb and the captain. We need to sink his ship.
Wiley, I put both hands on Wiley's shoulders, and I look up at him at the same time because I'm short. Wiley, and I kind of pull him down, so he's pull him closer to my height. I put both hands on his face, and I shake. I'm like, Wiley.
I look at Wiley.
Yes, Captain!
Like that exactly.
I look over. I'm like, I thought we wanted to the ship.
Look, have you ever heard of this phrase, kill two birds with one stone?
Herb gives a hard glare at
Wiley.
Instantly I realized what I said. Look over at Birb and go,
Wiley.
"Oh."
Herb is dead staring at you with like a
No, it's like the cat skinning thing. It's not, you don't actually kill the birds, Birb.
Herb is just
Ducks.
not.
Start pecking it, Wiley.
Yeah, I'm like, go.
No, it's a
bird.
why does
Get 'em.
everybody take everything so literally? It's a metaphor.
What's a? Okay.
It means,
Herb
okay,
picks
look.
up one of her ducks and holds them. Like,
We
It
take things
means
seriously around here.
Accomplishing two goals while only doing the effort required.
Why
to
do you
accomplish
only
one.
know? Why do you only know metaphors about killing animals?
That's a good point.
I don't know. I guess there's
You have
seems to
some
be a
sort of
trend
mental
animal
issue?
killing set phrases when it comes to tavern talk. I just hear all these things at the bar. I
Like
don't make
shooting
them up.
fish in a barrel? Like skinning a
Wait, why
cat?
would you shoot fish? That's such an inefficient way to kill.
I don't
fish.
know. Why would you
would just,
shoot
like,
in the air?
Why wouldn't you use a net or like anyway, it means we could accomplish two goals with the effort of one. We would A, get our revenge on that stinking captain, and B, get our ship fixed faster. Or C, we kill
Neither
their
of that.
entire crew and take their ship.
Sounds like effort.
It does sound like effort.
Or D, we fail at doing that and make it harder on everyone in the process.
True.
I don't think it's gonna go that way. Why would it go that way? And why were we?
When have we
We're
ever
good at what we do, right? We're good pirates, aren't we?
Birb picks up one of her ducks and pets them like this is gonna end horribly.
We're definitely better than that guy. And I point over at Captain Twitch's ship and his subpar can't tie a freaking knot crew.
I just like, I'm the only one here that likes all of you, pretty much. Like, equally. And so, this is... If we can't all see eye to eye with each other, I don't think there's a way we're killing the entire crew. And Twitch.
Okay, that's fair. I just,
I just want to. It's a great idea. Don't get me wrong, Wiley. You have a great idea going. It's just
Look, as somebody who is in the running for quartermaster for the ship.
I didn't say
know
that.
You didn't say it, but I can see it in your eyes. I can tell, Captain, you want to make me quartermaster. But as
I'm kind
someone
of
who
leaning
is-
towards Dave right now.
Dave, the pig eater.
He didn't even. He is a.
Okay,
It's
the
against his religion!
Alleged pig eater. Yeah, I just can't make that disassociation now. He's just like the pig eater in my eyes now. No, okay, look. We're just...
If anything, Alexander is a pig eater because he threatens to eat your pig.
Yeah, but he'll never actually do it. He's too much of a sissy.
Then what makes you think Dave is gonna do it?
I don't know. He brought it up. Anyway, we're getting off the topic. Okay. Yeah, sure, Captain. You're not considering me for your quartermaster. Wink,
I didn't say that either.
But if you were, I figure it would be my duty to present all possibilities to you so that you can make, an informed decision while, exploring all possible avenues.
That is something a quartermaster would do.
Yes, I'm not saying you have to do any of these things. I'm not saying we have to sink his ship. I'm just saying.
I just
if
thought
we
you were
did-
playing the devil on my shoulder kind of thing.
The devil on your shoulder. What does that mean? Why would
Oh,
I
it's a
sit on your
metaphor.
shoulder?
It's a metaphor for for having voices in your head, like I always do.
No, I don't think that's a metaphor, Captain. It doesn't involve killing any animals, and I'm pretty sure that is the criteria for a metaphor.
I mean, it can easily include killing something. This major migraine you're giving me right now, Wiley.
Oh, okay, fair. Yes, and I'm not saying we have to do anything. I'm just saying, if we did so happen to sink his ship, it would give us a little added bonus of getting our ship fixed quicker.
Make valid points, but I don't think we should attempt that just yet. Let's see how far we can get this partnership with. We've promised like backup from the Pirate King himself in case of dire consequences, or dire situations. I kind of want to preserve that just in case.
Oh yeah, and
And at the last second, we're gonna stab him in the back. So that's
oh, I like that.
because
Ser-
it
serve
involves stabbing, and I like to stab.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. I know a lot of sayings, I'm realizing. I
Wiley, where did you learn all these sayings? If you don't mind me
Uh,
asking.
the tavern.
You only
You
spent
mean-
one night in the tavern. You learned all of these sayings.
No, just over the years, not this tavern, just the tavern environment in general.
Well, why haven't I heard it before now?
You meet all sorts of folks because none of them were appropriate till now. It's you can't just say sayings; they need to be contextually appropriate.
I just
Literally,
figured
he
in all
learned
this time we'd know each other.
He learned this when a tavern keeper served him cold food that was titled Revenge. And he's like, what's wrong with my food? It's revenge.
best served
It's best served cold. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
No, Brian, I do like that idea. You know, keep them at ease. Keep your enemies close.
Prosciutto walks by with 3 ducks on his back.
I think Prosciutto agrees.
Keep your ducks closer.
At least Prosciutto seems to be having a good time.
Oh yes, it's great.
Okay, like I said, Captain, I'm not saying we should do this. I'm just asking that you consider it.
Okay, we'll consider it. Let's just, we should probably go back and check on how Alexander's doing, all cooped up, all alone. I don't trust
right.
the fact that he's, by himself.
Fair, that is true. And also, we should probably maybe discuss that curse a little further now that we have a little more information about it. I know I have certain opinions. I'm sure everybody does. But
Yes.
maybe having now sobered up a little bit, because he's probably drunk all night, drank a little bit in the morning. But at this point, the whole situation's maybe so he's a little more socially aware, and it's like, but okay, maybe we shouldn't talk about it here.
Of course not. We're in the middle of a shipyard.
It is kind of loud, though. All the hammering and stuff. This might be actually the best place to talk about something serious.
Oh yes, because there's idle conversations that happen while they're working. That people can't eavesdrop on easily.
What are the names? What's the name of the guy fixing our ship?
Shay, with a
Hey, Shay, can you hear us?
CHE Shay.
Does he answer? I don't even see him.
Well,
in
there's
view,
no
I just
reply.
see- Okay. Okay, yes, let's get back and check on Alexander, I suppose.
All right. Yeah, you head back to the tavern, fearing the worst. And
Oh God!
let's see what
Naturally.
Alexander's up
Burst
to.
through the door. Oh.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you make it into the tavern. Everything seems the way you left it. Head over to the room. Don't seem to be any bottles or food trays outside the door.
Oh, did they not deliver them like you asked, Wiley?
I'm assuming Alexander already grabbed them. We told him that they were going to be delivering the rum. I'm sure he was waiting at the door, drooling with his big, dumb alligator mouth, just waiting for that rum.
Yeah, as he says, "big dumb alligator mouth," I open the door so that Alexander can hear him.
And yeah,
The
you,
big dumb alligator mouth of his is like, it's like, oh hey Alexander.
Alexander turns towards you with mouth covered in blood.
Do we see any rum bottles around?
Make a perception check. Everyone can make this roll if they'd like.
Oh my goodness.
Because Wiley's first thought is, did he eat the bottles because he couldn't get them open?
Chomp down on glass.
Oh, idea.
So
Totally
Devin,
what happened.
you see broken glass.
I see broken glass.
Oh no! How is he not dead?
Have you don't see nothing.
Can I do a medicine check
You
on
just
him?
see a mouth covered in bloody teeth.
Can I do a perception check as
Yeah,
well?
go for it.
What happened to your mouth?
Oh, and I just go up and I like Sander.
What's going on with him?
Yeah, you literally see bits of glass stuck in the teeth.
I'm gonna do a medicine check. I go up and I'm immediately.
You didn't
like,
swallow glass, did you?
I like open up his mouth and I like.
Why would he swallow Oh, the rum.
I like.
He picks a shard of glass out from between his teeth.
We did. Wait,
Birb literally
you
opens up
have.
his mouth and start like taking out pieces of glass from his mouth.
Oh, I forgot to consider the lack of a hand. You probably struggled getting that bottle open, didn't you, Alexander?
He throws a piece of broken glass at you.
Okay, yep, I will take that as a yes.
Birb is doing her doctor duties and
Yep.
taking.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the saying, it's the thought that counts?
Birb.
Yeah,
takes-
Wiley's been all about sayings. Wiley's been all about metaphors lately.
Alexander, have you ever skinned a cat?
Birb takes a piece of glass from the mouth that she just takes and throws
Chunks
it
it.
up Wiley.
Just chunks
What's
it
up
away.
throwing glass at me?
Can I
Alexander
pick
throws
one off the
another
ground
piece
and can I
at you.
chunk one at Wiley too?
Wiley, can you make me an acrobatics roll to just dodge all this incoming glass? Or
Yeah.
because one of these is bound to hurt you. Well, you're all right. You're all right. By putting your arms up.
Okay, yes, I get it. Stop with the sayings involving killing animals. I got it. Hint taken.
Finally.
Trying to get all the glass out of their mouth before they choke on it.
I just tell Alexander, and it's like, yeah, we found out a lot about the curse. You should have been there, actually. Wiley got strung up by the rigging
No, I
by
didn't.
Captain Twitch.
I don't know what the captain's talking about. Don't tell
Like
Alexander
Piñata.
that. Are you crazy? He would love
Well,
that.
I'm just being transparent with everyone.
You see what can be undeniably explained as an alligator smile.
How is he smiling at me? Do alligators? Do you even have the facial muscles for that? I
Birb
don't
is still holding his mouth open, just getting glass out, by the way. So it's like an open mouth smile.
I just.
But good
Ah.
news. Good news, Alexander, and the captain agrees. We're going to kill that man.
Shouldn't say that in.
The last part I did say kind of quietly.
Birb shakes her head.
We're on a captain. Well, he hurt Wiley, so I can't let that go. Or he was planning on hurting Wiley. Wiley's
He
fine,
tried.
but
He tried to steal prosciutto. Could you imagine stealing someone's best friend? Imagine. Who does that?
Alexander reaches for prosciutto, but prosciutto slips out.
No, yeah, he'll never let you take him because you've threatened to eat him like 2,500 times at this point.
and you're an alligator right now, so.
That's true. You are more likely to. Wait. Were you just trying to eat prosciutto?
Pulls out the gun. Not loaded.
Mhm.
Uh,
Alexander
like, you
instead
didn't-
picks up a duck.
Birb like takes the duck out of his hands immediately. Like, I will stop
Hand.
taking glass out of his hand. He's like, Birb's like, I will.
Perhaps
I will
you'd,
put all this glass back in your mouth.
I will put all
perhaps you'd prefer the taste of human flesh, Alexander. You know, I met a little kid before who was dropping eaves on us. I could go fetch him and
The
feed
kid
him.
literally
The
walks
kid's-
by
the
at
kid's
this
behind.
moment.
And the kid's behind, like in the doorway.
Serves you right, you little eavesdropper.
It's a curse.
the curse.
Oh my my god, I love this kid.
He literally goes to walk past the room, and there's an alligator head covered in blood, and he's talking about feeding kids to him.
Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil! As I see him. Because I'm assuming
Speak of the cursed one.
Because I'm assuming we're idiots and never close the door. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's way funnier if this kid walks by and sees everything that's going on in this room.
I
For
just
sure.
shake my head at. I'm just shaking my head at Wiley. I'm like, man, we sure are pirates, aren't we?
We are terrible human beings. It's kind of awesome though.
Oh
I'm okay with it. It's kind of great.
So we have a week until our ship is. I say give it a week. It'll probably take a little bit longer, but I think Shay does exceptional work, so we'll probably be surprised. But what do we do in the meantime? I wonder. Why don't we go ask for some buried treasure? See if there's any on this island.
Oh, perhaps we could, yeah. We go looking for a
Ooh,
little
what if we go
something.
recruiting?
The kid?
It's been a while since we've recruited.
It's true. We have lost a couple of crewmates lately.
Yeah, we lost a few.
Are we gonna
They were
kidnap
executed by the soldiers. So
Okay, we can get no crew, but do I have to learn their names?
Yes.
Why,
that would
Birb?
be
Why would I have
preferable.
to learn their names? What if they die like the other stupid ones that died, and then I wasted all that brain juice for nothing?
Wiley, you know how inconsiderate that sounds? Wow. Jeez.
Well,
What
when
if
you
I
point it
died? Would
out,
you
I
feel-
suppose I do.
What if I died, Wiley? Well, how would you feel then?
You're
Did
not
you waste
gonna
brain
die,
juice on me?
Captain. You're too crazy to die, Captain. You and your
You're right. I
daggers.
am undead. I'm the
Wait, you're
undying.
Too?
I'm the undying pirate king or undying dagger king.
Oh, did we know that happened to him?
Birb does.
A thing.
The crew does. The rest of the
Yeah,
crew
the crew
does.
talks. They've been talking about it.
That's my title. And
Yeah.
Wiley's confused. Wiley's like, well, how?
Was
Wait,
Wiley
what?
there for that? Like, does Wiley know? Because I
He
forget.
didn't see it, but he's heard the crew talk about how the captain, rose from the dead to save them from the attacking soldiers.
Birb knows the truth. Birb,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Birb just does not
See,
care enough
Wiley,
direction.
there's more than one way to inspire a crew.
Birb rolls her eyes.
This feels like a good place for a saying. I just can't think of one right now.
That doesn't include
Howard,
animal
great
violence.
Ability.
One that doesn't include animal
Oh,
violence.
yes. There's more than one way to club a seal.
Oh,
Why did we have to go to seal clubbing?
Birb,
no, they're out dancing. They're out dancing. That's all it is.
Okay.
Birb,
All right, on that note, I'm going to
or-
get something to
or-
drink.
or-
Hold on.
Birb takes out another piece of glass from Alexander's mouth and throws at Wiley. At this point, I think that's like the last piece of glass.
Mhm.
And then I do cure wounds on her.
At this point, it's actually pretty obvious Wiley's doing it just to be a jerk now.
Yeah. Herb takes the last piece of glass out of Alexander's mouth and heals him with healing word.
Mhm.
Like,
The one hand pats you on the shoulder.
Stop it. And then they walk away.
And I think at this point you hear a knock on your door. Is the door open?
Do we ever lock doors? Is our real question. Probably not.
I guess the real question is, because we already established it was open when the
Yeah,
little
would you have
kid
closed
walked
it after
by.
that? So it's
Yeah,
up to
would
you.
we have closed it after?
I mean,
Maybe a little bit. Like maybe. It was like,
Wiley
You know what?
would know,
You know
but
what?
would
Hold
Birb
on.
or Edward
Oh.
have-
hold on.
Birb was busy with Alexander, so no, probably not.
So 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Wiley's probably
2 for no.
Wiley
No,
was
we didn't.
Definitely like too caught up in the enjoyment he was getting from tormenting that little kid that he didn't close the door. So I guess Edward didn't either.
No,
Neither did
I
Birb.
didn't.
We don't even care at this point.
Yes,
We
there's a
don't
knock
care.
on the door. You turn, and you see that kid again. But you also see the innkeeper standing there holding his hand. And the kid points out a finger. Those are the people! Those are the people that are gonna eat me! Or make me eat people! Or make... It's a curse!
Have you been drinking rum, little one?
You believe in curses?
Alligator
I-
turns towards the innkeeper.
I turn to the innkeeper and I look him straight in the eye and say, I'm sorry, this young man must be mistaken. I've never seen him once in my life.
I think that's where we're gonna wrap up the session for tonight.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to kidnap the kid now. At this
Oh,
point.
Okay, all right, Kaylee, come on. I just
One
want
way to steal a child.
We're
I just want
pirates.
we're
What do you-
pirates. I want to steal the kid. And I was like,
We're
okay.
pirates. We're gonna do illegal stuff. All
We're
right.
not doing human
It's like taking
trafficking.
a child from candy. Wait.
Listen, we.
Are you an orphan, little one? Then it doesn't matter if I take you.
We need more crewmates. So why don't we just get a new?
Yeah, start him
Yes,
young.
why don't we raise one from young?
We should totally kill this innkeeper and steal his child, is what
We
Kaylee is saying.
Is this his child?
He
Is
was
this,
holding his hand, so that's my assumption.
was he?
We can't do it yet
Then he was
if we
holding
want
his
to. We
hand.
can't do it yet. We gotta wait till we can leave.
Yeah, we can't just do it immediately. Then that would just waste our time. You know?
Come now, come now.
Come on, man.
I probably shouldn't say this because this gives Xylo time to plan against it.
Oh,
But if you hadn't ended
no.
the session right there,
Mm-hmm.
Wiley was potentially going to end the session with going out at night to see if he could locate some dynamite
Oh.
or explosives of some sort.
Excellent.
But that didn't happen.
Not yet.
Let's go rob
It
an
might
orphanage.
still
Not
happen.
yet. It might
But-
still happen.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what if we just rob an orphanage?
They have plenty of young
What if we
pirates.
rob an orphanage? Kaylee.
I like how Wiley's the messed up one, but in real life, Kaylee is the darkest one out of all of us.
I'm like, I would have never messed with the kids. What do you mean?
Yeah, I just tapped into the fact that a lot of sayings and metaphors involve animal torture for some reason. and just
No,
got rolled with that.
they're all real.
Like kicking a dead horse or
Yeah,
like
that one
Oh,
one
yeah,
didn't come
never
up.
beat a dead horse, shooting fish in a barrel.
skinning a cat.
Getting a cat, I knew I was. And Birb gave the appropriate reaction to
Hitting
Birb
it with
with
one
one
stone.
stone. I knew that. Was
Oh
gonna
yeah, I
happen.
knew that. That was.
I was like, wait a second.
That was intended, and I was like, oh, that was smart, Mev. That was smart.
I teed that up for Birb to get upset.
That was a good one.
Um,
No. Bird,
Second
Bird
it came
would
out your
never,
mouth, we all knew.
Bird would never think about kidnapping a child.
Just Kaylee.
Just me. Just me. I'm the messed up.
That's an IRL thing, not a character thing.
So me
Listen,
and
I
Kayla
had
were
to get
talking.
somehow.
Yeah, me and Kayla were talking last night. We were like watching a TV show. And there was like an extremely dark scene that involved a character getting an arm removed and some stuff revolving that. And the way we saw it was, wow, one of the darkest, most terrifying scenes in this real TV show
happened.
is one of the most comedic, ridiculous moments in Scurvy Seas. Interesting how the tone of the scene changes depending. This is an eerily similar scene we're watching here, but we're not laughing.
The importance of context.
The context is very
Wait.
important.
Was the person who got their arm, removed?
Mhm.
Did they deserve it?
Probably, yeah.
That's the question.
Yes, did they bring it on themselves? Do you, as the audience, feel bad that they remove their arm? Or are you like, ha, serves him right for getting his arm removed?
Maybe he learned from that.
Mhm.
Was it like did an animal rip it off or something?
No, it was a person. But then,
Yeah.
of course, it came up to sew another arm onto it. So, you know, the
Wait,
connection
really?
was made.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
As I said, very dark show, very dark moment in said show.
Oh my
Different
God.
tone here, isn't it?
Exactly the same thing that
yeah, like,
Literally the
we
exact
sewed a
same thing.
rotting arm on those, so I mean,
True. I sewed a rotting. Hey, that was one of the best stitch jobs I've ever done.
mhm.
and it looked natural.
It
If
did.
save the part of the arm was
Yeah, and the
a different color,
tattoo that
but
stopped continuing. You know?
Yeah.
True.
I will say I'm very thankful for this show because it allows me to weekly exercise my ridiculous demons, like my silly demons.
Your
get
ridiculous
exercised
demons.
in this show. I get to
Oh,
just
you mean all of the
make
animal cruelty
the most
metaphors?
ridiculous character choices and decisions because I know it'll be chaos.
Mhm.
So, like, people in chat, for example, they were like so many people wished I dropped the elephant on that guy's deck. But the long-term ramifications of that would have probably been way more annoying than the comedy of the moment. So I kind of like the fact that we just teased that I was about to do it, but it never actually happened. Like, to me, that's a little better. And I'm glad it worked out that way.
And like, there's so much going on in my head every time like you get one of these ideas, and like, just what would happen is very interesting, and never be afraid to do what your character's gotta do. You know, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the show for this week. Glad you could all be here to enjoy it, except Kayla. She couldn't enjoy it, so get wrecked. I did just on the fly, like, think, let's give him an alligator head.
It's like the curse is still sticking around. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
like
still love that we're just not even questioning the fact that he's got an alligator too.
it's like well,
Guys, what's the curse?
anything bad that happens, anything bad that happens to Captain Alexander, kind of it's like, well, should I feel bad?
This is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. And plus, it's a great way to make it so Alexander doesn't need to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alligator
great.
head.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, at first the plan was like, maybe, there's a chance, every time Alexander goes to sleep, he wakes up as an alligator. Different things happened, but...
I saw your rolls. I saw those rolls. And I'm like,
yeah, I was like, am I even going to consider this? Oh. Okay.
I am.
You made me do a perception check, too, when I went into the room, so something happened.
Yeah, I was going to describe it as, it's kind of covered in, like, scales.
Oh, that's great.
And you completely floundered the perception check, so it's
Yeah,
good stuff.
perfect.
Mhm.
And Wiley terrorized a child tonight, which is gonna.
That was the best. That was great.
Episode next week.
Yep. Good stuff. Well, anyone have anything to plug or talk about before we get out of here? Nice.
I've
Not
been
really.
a bad streamer, so I haven't streamed in a couple days. But I'm probably gonna be streaming tomorrow. Probably getting back into some Valheim. Maybe I'll convince
I haven't
these
played
guys.
since last time we played together.
Neither
Same.
am
I was
I,
like, I've
actually.
been doing a lot since then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually all went. I mean, a lot of you probably saw it in Xylo's stream. And Devin, were you streaming that night when
I
we
was
went
not.
and fought the boss? Okay, well, yeah, Xylo was the only one streaming, but we went and fought the 4th boss in Valheim, which leaves us with one more boss to fight. So I imagine we'll be getting together to do that sometime soon.
Well, we need full.
Yeah, well, yeah, to work up to that point as well.
Yeah, we need to get to that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Mhm.
By
But
soon,
yeah.
I mean probably within the next week, which means within the next couple of days, we'll be prepping for that fight.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
check
come
out
join
all
us
the
on there.
live streams.
Our Valheim adventure has been fun.
Mm-hmm. Check out videos that some of these people here are posting. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Follow them on
I would.
stuff.
I guess.
I would love that. I'd love for you to do that.
Mhm.
Please. I'm desperate.
Yep, so go to Devin's channel, comment in all his videos. I like your.
Just tell me bad
pirate-
things
I
about
like
myself.
your dagger character better, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
Yes.
comment bad things about me.
no.
all I wanna say.
like tell him, hey, could you have more daggers in this show?
Oh my
I
God.
could.
Can you comment to Devin loves it when you say, "Can you stop making evil characters and be more wholesome, please?"
Yeah, people love those characters. And then I and then I do
Well,
terrible
you see,
things to
Mev,
them.
so he's
Yeah.
playing a less evil character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess my mic didn't pick it up, but cracking
I got your knuckle
noises.
crack.
Yeah,
Oh.
cracking noises. So.
Yeah, multiple limbs are now, or I say were broken. So
mhm.
Oh, jeez. So is he like not an evil character? He's just a tortured character?
At that point, yeah.
Physically tortured?
wholesomely tortured.
Oh. Well, if it's wholesome torture, you can't really hate on it. Who doesn't love a
It
little
lo-
wholesome torture every once in a while?
Wholesome torture. I love torturing people with wholesomeness.
Torture, my favorite.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Wholesome torture out.
Have a wholesome weekend.
Have a wholesome
Minus
tortured
Filled with
Minus
torture.
the torture.
Filled with
Heavy
torture.
on the wholesome, low on the torture.
Maybe. Depends.